What's up, y'all? We back in the building, man. It's your boy D Friend.
It's your boy B Neil.
Back for another episode of Absolute Sure Podcast. We got a lot of things to get into tonight. A lot of things, some music, some real news, some a little bit of everything. So, um, we got some possible potential people coming on to discuss the Lil Durk album. Um, Trail, maybe. There go Trail right there. Let me put the link in the thing. Trail's supposed to be coming on, and Warder's supposed to be coming on just talk about that. Nigga. We ain't gonna go off to go crazy, you know what I'm saying? Talking about a whole bunch of other shit, but we're gonna get y'all on. We're gonna talk about the music shit, and then we're gonna let y'all niggas go back to the crowd. And then we're gonna talk about other shit. But yeah. Bryce, before we get started, you got any good things for this week, man?
Me personally, no, but both my little brothers look like they're gonna end up going somewhere and getting offered. Well, Bishop already left and went to South Alabama, which I
Okay.
think left for a little backstory for everybody. He left Utah State, hit the transfer portal because they were BSing, and now he like I said, going to Alabama State, which they led the conference. They got I don't know if you remember Major Applewhite from Texas. He was like a
Yeah.
scout. He came summer creek a few times, quarterback from Texas, whatever. But he recruited him and he the quarterback coach and stuff like that. So gonna put him on
Okay.
the right track. And then Bailey, he going back to JUCO for a semester. And it's looking pretty good for him too. So we're gonna see, man.
Okay. Anyways, nice Golden Corral meal this week, Bryce. I guess he's talking about I guess it's your sister graduation party. You see how Bryce doesn't care about women? He shout out both his brothers, but not his sister graduating. That's crazy.
I mean, I posted it. I talked about it in the last podcast.
How? You just graduated.
Oh, we talked about prom.
Anyways, we got a lot of things to get to, man. When can I get my debate with Bryce on Red Pill? I mean, what do y'all? What's the debate? Like, what do y'all? You gonna debate Miss Pearly things, or what y'all gonna debate?
There ain't nothing
That's
to
the
debate.
that's the question. Well, also, Trail, if you ain't listened to the album, we'll need you to come to the stage. See, this is why you can't be a co-host because you always got to be ready, and obviously you're not ready. So, whenever Wardu gets up here, we can hop in that. But you want before while we wait for Wardu taking his shit or whatever he's doing. Let's talk about Shannon Sharp. Let's get Bayless. So Shannon Sharp is leaving undisputed after I don't even know how many years they've been doing that shit. They've been doing it for a very long time at this point.
About 8 to
And
10 years.
yeah, he's leaving. He's moving on. Him and Fox have decided to do a buyout, and I don't know why. Obviously, people are going to go to the arguments that him and Skip have had recently. But I feel like their whole time on the show, they've always had like heated disagreements at some point or another. And I guess maybe you could say this is the boiling point of it, but I feel like it's more Shannon wanting to do his own thing. Having he you got to think about it. He's been on a strict regimen for damn near his whole life. Football, practice, game, strict regimen. Now with the TV show shit, wake up at 4 a.m., get here, do this, do that. And I think he's seeing, hey, I could be impactful just doing my podcast. Like I could just interview motherfuckers on my podcast and I still have millions of dollars and I can just enjoy my fucking life. I ain't got to be up at 4 a.m. 300 and however many days a year. I don't got to do that. Like I'm solidified now. I think that's what maybe.
I ain't gonna lie, that all sound fine and dandy. It just sound fucking. It's just horrible timing. After Kwame Brown was like, "You answer to them boys. You got to," because everything you said like is legit. And then you hear Kwame Brown, your ass got to be up every morning. Everything you said, and he get the buyout. But I'm gonna be a logical person here. I probably think that was in the worst way before him and Kwame got into it because that was just so recent. But it is convenient. But like everything you said made sense from who wants to wake up there early and then once you grinded it out, build yourself up, build this cliche up. He's like way bigger dude now. Yeah, it's time to kind of move on. Maybe find a new spot. Maybe find a new co-host, or maybe like you said, do your own thing. But I also think it is a little bit of the Skip Bayless, just bro. Like the last like 5 years, bro, Skip has just been like a robot, not really an interesting like commentator, not really I forget what you really call them dudes, but interesting analyst. Like he just been this like troll, like trying to get like popular clicks. And maybe it's because Shannon Sharp put so much pressure, always going, viral. But I feel like just how like Stephen A was like Max Kellerman, like he a cool dude, but it's not for me. I
Yeah.
feel like Shannon at some point start to feel that. What we was just talking about a little bit before we got on. Like,
Do you think maybe he thinks maybe Shannon feels like he bigger than the program, and he maybe not feeling like he might feel like he the A side now. Like Skip, yeah, Skip was the A side when we first started the shit. He came off first take, but at this point, all the clips that go viral is me. Like I'm the one bringing I'm the one bringing the sauce to the show. Like,
yeah,
yeah, it's cool. Skip was Skip when he was with, Stephen A gives him all the credit for bringing him on and doing this, and then we came undisputed. It was Skip, Skip, Skip. But now it's Shannon, motherfucker. Now it's me. I'm the draw. Like how Stephen A eventually kind of outshined Skip Bayless, even though Skip Bayless was there first. That's kind of how Shannon is, in my opinion, for me. That's how I look at it. I never look to see what does Skip Bayless think about this situation. I'm like, okay, let me see what Shannon's about
and,
X, Y,
and
Z.
Trust said, "Nah, if Shannon wanted to leave, he never would have signed that big extension." That it could be that, or it could be the opposite. I'm gonna get the big extension, then I'm gonna force my way out. Like we see plenty of people do stuff like that too. Like once I get the contract, they Ben Simmons their ass,
Yeah, it's like
force their way out.
I'm locked in, and y'all now I want to leave, and y'all gonna pay me $25 million to be out.
Yeah, especially if he knows like in the contract to say like, hey, you gotta guarantee something if this don't work out. So especially if you do a certain amount of years, like he been there for a minute, so at some point you gotta respect him one another year.
I mean, I think, like I said, I think it's more like it could be like I know everybody wants it to be so sexy, like it's because he hates Skip. But cool if it is. I mean, I don't really care. Like people hate their coworkers all the time. Trail was just on Instagram crying because his coworkers don't want to be friends with him after they quit, which most coworkers don't want to be friends with you after they quit because y'all aren't really friends to begin with. But I'll say that for another. I'll say that for another time. But if you look at Club Shay Shay, because even like, yeah, oh, he signed the deal last year, but his podcast is doing. Actually, I'm looking at it right now. That shit ain't really going crazy right there. Neo only 83,000. I'm trying to see because I've seen some shit go viral on this Club Shay Shay shit before.
Yeah, I don't think he just honestly not knowing Shannon from how I feel about how I see Shannon. I don't think it's necessarily he want to be a solo artist. Like
Oh no, the views ain't going crazy like that. They good. But they ain't going crazy like I was
I
thinking they
think
were.
I think Shannon just makes smart moves, and I think like I know he get emotional and stuff, but I think Shannon a wise man. I think it's time for him just to move on. Honestly, I think that's what it is. I don't think it's a. I just need to focus on myself stuff because he had all that going already. He been doing that for years, and like I'm pretty sure the first take bag and he go more viral on the first take than he do on. Um,
His
is it
show
still called first take? What am I talking about? Undisputed. But
undisputed.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he go more viral on Undisputed and get more money up Undisputed than he do on his show. So it's like I think in his eyes it's more about maybe trying to find a new spot. That's what I'm gonna ask you because we talked about it earlier. You think him and Stephen A need to link up or what? What you thinking?
I think it'd be for TV. It'd be amazing. It'd be like amazing TV to watch Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp every morning or whenever they do that every at 9 o'clock. If they give up the bag, I mean, they just think about this. If ESPN could get whoever they do it in the very early morning. I think you said you like that show. That's the first show. First things first. Is that or is
Nah,
that later
first
on in
thing
the day?
first kind of come on a little earlier.
That's what I'm saying. Is that
I
like the
mean a little
first
later.
show?
My bad, a little
Oh, it comes
later.
on later. Okay, okay. So whatever comes on first, I don't even know what it is. I think it's like somebody's show. Who gives a fuck?
It's
And
either
then you
Max. I
got
think it might be Max Kellerman show with
or Greeny, isn't it Greeny early in the
yeah.
morning?
It's probably Greeny and then Max Kellerman with Keyshawn Johnson and whoever else we be having.
Cool. ESPN, Disney, they're trying to level up. You got that show first. Cool. First take, Shannon and Skip Bayless, not Skip Bayless, Shannon and
Stephen
Stephen A.
A.
Smith, massive numbers. And then what do you roll into right after that? The Pat McAfee show, massive numbers. Man, like, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like just take over every time
Get
slot,
back
go
get back to how
crazy,
y'all used to be. Cause you gotta
just
think
go fucking crazy.
they used to have what's the show called? It was this show. I don't know if y'all remember it, but it was a panel of like 4 or 5 people. It was a guest. I mean, it was the host, a white host, and then like he'll get them points for answering shit the right
Yeah,
way,
I
wrong
forgot. I know
way.
what you're talking about. It's,
They
it's
had
called
that.
some shit.
They had the one with the father and the father and the dad. That was a little cool show. They had a bunch of different. You had Skip and Steven. Like they had a bunch of shows where bro. Oh, what's the other one? Fuck,
Around
what's
the
the
Horn,
other?
that's what it's called.
Round the around the horn, but it's
Oh, you talking
another
about the
one
one
that.
with the white dude and the black dude, and they was going on the topics. Michael Wilbon and the white guy.
Yeah,
What's the
that's
white
what I
guy's
was
name?
about to say right now. Michael
No,
Wilborn and what's it? That's what I'm about to say right
I
now.
forgot the
But
white guy's
I
name.
was saying around the horn at first, but then Michael Wilborn, that like, bro, they had, bro. I could go home and just cut on ESPN and watch that all
At
day
any
because it's
time of the
nothing but
day.
good shows.
Anytime it was good shows on. At any time of the day.
You
You're
can't
right.
say that now.
You're right. But Wardo in the building. We 10 minutes in. We about to talk about some music shit.
I thought I was still backstage. Yo, what's good? What's good, y'all? What's good?
Man?
You know what I'm saying? What's good, Bryce?
I'm prepared to hear some bullshit,
good, my
and
boy?
I'm fine with it.
Y'all was talking about what y'all talking about? Stephen A. Not Stephen A. Flying Low, thank you.
They throwing tomatoes at you. Damn, they throwing
Appreciate the
tomatoes.
love, man. Appreciate it. Y'all was talking about.
I was gonna have Trail up in here, but that nigga he ain't listed the album, which I don't know how you ain't listed the album, but regardless.
What album you talking about?
Lil Durk.
No, that album was really good. I fuck with it.
Hold on. Let me set it up. Let's grease it up.
Okay. I'll calm down.
What you about to say? You about to say something about Skip and Shannon? You want to give you a little input real quick, and then we got.
Oh yeah. What's it called? Then was it Skip that left, or was it Shannon?
No, Shannon's leaving.
Skip left at first. Skip left Stephen A.
Oh, Skip left Stephen A to go to FS.
And now Shannon leaving Skip.
You don't think Shannon? We said Shannon left. You don't think Shannon leaving is like because of how good Reddick and Stephen A. like their chemistry's gotten?
Man, that shit ain't Reddick ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they ain't like.
I like Reddick.
He cool, but he a little
like
dry.
Stephen A. Like even if you Stephen A. is JJ Reddick versus like Shannon and Skip, would still be like a mismatch in my opinion. Like I'm not really big on Skip, but like Shannon is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he saw that and like, oh, hold on, we got to get out of here. No, I don't think that was the.
Like JJ good for basketball, but he ain't no overall just great analysis, entertaining dude to watch. Like he cool to make a little basketball point, call some niggas some janitors, and that's about it. Like he not Shannon, he not none of them dudes around, bro. He not even I forget the dude that used to be a LeBron James. Or he's still a LeBron James big fan. And you with that toupee.
Oh, you talking about what is his name? What is Nick?
First
Is it Nick?
First, Nick Wright, yeah.
Nick Wright.
Like, he not even on Nick Wright level.
He's terrible. I hate
him. He's still JJ not even on Nick Wright level, if we being honest.
Look at the immigrant trying to pick up the white man. Hey, I just point of reference before we get to the Durk shit. I saw Warder was trying so hard to get his Nigerian card this week. I was in the spaces, chopping up with my fellow Nigerian people.
Yo, the friend, you be popping in at the most random time.
I hop on Twitter and it'll be like, it'll give you the notification like this person is in spaces, and I'm like, what these motherfuckers talking about here? And y'all don't like how y'all be sitting in there. Y'all don't be talking about shit. Like, when I get maybe I'm hopping in mid conversation, but bro, y'all ain't talking about nothing.
Hey man, I'm just doing it to network. You feel me? I went from you know what I'm saying.
Network, I feel you.
Might as well, nigga. That's the homeland, bro. Might as well. Shit.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. I feel you. So, anyways, let's get to it, man. Lil Durk dropped the album. Almost healed. Supposed to be doing 150 this week. We like the numbers 150. Do y'all think that's good? Good numbers for Durk? Good numbers for Durk?
I would think that's a W, but according to Bryce, I guess that's a bubbling artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's a.
Well, no, that'd be great then if he's a bubbling artist. 150 is amazing.
That's really good. That's actually exceeding expectations.
Yeah.
I didn't say a bubbling artist. I said a bubbling superstar.
You said a bubbling superstar. I've watched that pod specifically a million times. You definitely said he's a bubbling
we were
artist.
talking about mainstream and artists.
Yeah. We gotta do the mainstream. We gotta do this.
No, I'm just saying say a bubbling artist.
And there are tiers. Like I don't.
Hold on, we're not getting into that. But just
to
acknowledge the point that you said.
Mainstream, their tiers, cool.
Listen to what you
can
said.
Go up in your tier of mainstream. Durk is going up. If he sells 150, he's going up on that tier. Like
I got you, but even what you said is just wrong. Like why would I call him a bubbling artist? That's just a dumb statement.
Well, that's what you said.
I didn't say that. That's what I'm trying to get at.
I can't pull it up, but
that's a dumb. That's a bubbling artist. What does that even fucking mean?
Trell was there. I have a witness. Like,
what the fuck does bubbling artist even mean? Come on, bro. Be real. It means nothing. I didn't say that. I said bubbling superstar, bro.
What's the difference?
Are you retarded? Are you fucking retarded?
You can't explain what you said?
No, because that's self-explanatory. But a bubbling superstar.
You don't know what bubbling superstar means?
Okay, who else is a bubbling superstar?
Superstar bubbling.
So I can properly understand.
I would say like Kodak, kinda. He kind of bubbling because all those hits.
I want to talk about.
If Kodak dropped like a classic album, I'm not saying I expect that from him, but if he was to drop a classic album with all the hits he got right now, he could bubble into that fandom. But
Do you think Kodak and Durk are
Did
on
you
the
know?
same
Did you know
tier?
Kodak Black dropped the album, Bryce, this past week too?
no,
No, no
Mm.
promo. No promo on that shit.
Mm.
No
not at
promo, no
all.
rollout. I mean,
Not at all.
Mm.
and what did that? Oh, it's not first. It's not the first week yet. I think first week,
Mm.
and then like Thursday you get the sales, something like that.
Yeah, Thursday. But anyways, back to Durk. Durk. Okay, so like I said, this year has been kind of dry with music. Durk dropped the album. What are y'all's first thoughts on the album?
You gotta let Wardo go first.
What are your
I really
guesses?
liked it. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really expecting 150. Like my projection before, when I saw the track list, I was like, okay, this is gonna do around, because like the single for his last album was Aha, and I feel like the All My Life record is way better than the Aha record as a single. So I was kind of guessing like around the 110 to like the 160 range. He did 150, so he exceeded my expectations. He did like 120 in his last album, and he's doing projected to do
How do you say you thought he was gonna do 110 to 160 and then say he exceeded your expectations by going to 150?
Well, that was just a range. What I thought he was gonna do was probably 130.
Mm.
Realistic,
Okay.
125, 130, because he's a bubbling superstar, you know what I'm saying?
You gonna harp on that point?
But I thought like one
When
because
Flying Lesson, did he ask about numbers or what you think about the music?
no, the music is good. I mean, Durk, I think okay, if you want, I mean, I thought he was asking me about the. Well, I guess he was asking me about the album. I guess. All right.
I was letting you go. I was like,
Bro, you was good. I ain't gonna lie, you was
I'd
good,
let
bro.
you go.
Flying
I
low
was
just
I was
on
gonna
your
get
ass.
to that point, obviously.
Yeah,
Flying
I
Low.
was
You
letting
was
you
in your
rock.
bag, bro. You was
letting
good.
you
Bro.
rock.
Flying low just on your ass.
But yeah, I was projecting like 110 to 160 around there, 130 to be exact. But yeah, the album, I really like the album. I feel like there's like if you want the drill, Durk, it's on there. If you want the romantic, oh, I love India, oh, this is my girl, Durk is on there. You got the singles, the All My Life shit, the Morgan Wallen shit.
Morgan Wallace shit fire.
I was watching the Joe Budden podcast, and they did mention something about Morgan Wallen saying the N word like a year ago. It kind of got swept under the rug, and now
That
it's
nigga
kind of.
swept under the rug. He got damn near banned from all country radio music stations and all that shit.
But now he's like the biggest country artist in the world.
Yeah,
so.
man, that's how it go. Because I mean, the white people don't really give a fuck.
I don't even give a fuck. That song was hard.
And
I mean, yeah.
I had to watch the video.
No, it was hard. It was.
He was screaming from across the thing, and he said "nigga" or something like I don't remember how it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, nobody gives a fuck about that shit really anymore.
And it's like, oh, my black friends let me say it, so it's like,
hey, he co-signed by Durk, so it's all good. He all right.
Niggas would rather do a song with a racist than a snitch. And God forbid Durk does a song with Gunna. All hell go.
That is actually hilarious.
Double standard. But yeah, I thought the album was really good. I don't think it's gonna be album of the year because Utopia hasn't even dropped yet, and I'm hearing Uzi's gonna be on it. The Weeknd, Madonna, Bad.
Niggas say I'm hearing. Who's your source? Who's telling you that?
Yeah, but well, I didn't hear what y'all said. What y'all said?
I said you hearing. Who's your sources for that?
Oh no, I was looking on Twitter. I was looking on Kirko on Twitter. He got like all the scoop and shit, and I see his rollout.
Is that like the Sneeko of like music?
I don't see the correlation.
I don't know. I was trying to make a joke. It didn't work.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, it's no Sneeko slander. Thank you. But I think the Durk album was really good. I think it was really good. The All My Life record definitely helps.
There's a couple of songs on there that I like. Like I like the song with 21 Savage. I like what else I like on here. I'm just gonna read through.
That was cool. I don't think there's like.
I like the
sex
Petticoat song. Obviously, all my life I've been programmed. All my life is I like it.
Yeah, that's the one single that
Like nothing besides even like the Morgan Wallen shit. So probably like 4 songs like stand out to me. Like I could just when I read the name, probably if I hear them, I'll probably have a different thing. But just seeing them, I think this leaves room for people to like pass them up whenever niggas start dropping their albums.
Yeah. That's why I was like,
this one seems like it could be forgettable if the right niggas start dropping albums.
Travis.
But not, even like niggas in his range, even in his like tier, like if Lil Baby get back on his shit, if Rod Wave get on his shit, like if Polo G drop shit, that could be good. Like I think this could be forgettable as far as what I feel like if nobody's really dropped shit this year, you have the opportunity to really put a stamp on it and solidify your position in the year. And it's like, it's cool, got a couple cool records, but it ain't like the last shit. I'll say that.
I
And I
agree.
just came out, but still, I feel like when I first listened to that last shit was.
And the single for that last shit was Aha, which was a big record, but it's not bigger than what happened to Virgil, which wasn't a single. So like obviously the album was top to bottom just better, just sounds better.
Yeah.
Smoking thinking. There's plenty of songs on that last album. I'm just like over like I thought it was great. And like we said, we seen other people drop, well, like you said, different other people drop last year and it didn't overshadow him because he had such a big year. But this year, like you said, he could have put his foot on the rap world or hip hop. And I don't really think he did with this album. And I got two different criteria for judging Lil Durk. And if me just listening to Durk just from a fan perspective, it was a cool album. Obviously, it was a step down, but you can't be mad at it because there's some stuff that I kind of like on the album. I like the song with Future. Obviously, you said the song with Morgan Wallen. I think I like the last song on the album. Yeah, I liked a lot of songs on it. Like, it wasn't a bad album, but if I'm looking to the, like I said, bubbling superstar where I think he should be at off of having a run like last year, it's a step down. It's not necessarily a flop, but it's
This is a step down when he sold more.
Because
you can sell more off of hype and shit like that. And
Yeah,
obviously, like you said, already having a big ass.
Do you think this album? Do you think this album had more of a rollout than the last album?
I don't think it. Kinda.
I don't remember what he did last time. What did he do last time? Just beat? Did he do a Gillian Wallow interview? Was that right before he dropped?
I think that was probably
And I just think him just being hot in general was the rollout. Like that was the difference versus this year. It wasn't as much steam going into this album. And me personally, I know we talk about first week sales and like that's not the all like the say all be all, but we look at it for real. But we also got to, like how they say basketball, football, you got to visual test. And for us, we got to listen to them. Like when we listen to these albums, yeah, it might have did more in sales. Who knows why? And it was 150 guaranteed or that's a projection?
That's a projection. It could easily.
That's what I'm saying. So
it could tail off. That's why I said 130. You
know? Me personally, just listening to the last album, it's a fall off. And I said, it's not a flop. But let's add the context of what D. France said. He could have took over the year. It's a step down from his last album. It's like a C+ performance almost. I feel like when you put everything together.
I'm gonna predict that Moneybagg Yo's mixtape is gonna sound better than this.
Mixtape?
The one he dropped this week gonna sound better than this. Cause I ain't gonna lie, listen to that Ocean Spray shit he dropped. That's that Moneybagg Yo I like.
I didn't even know
just be like liking Moneybagg Yo a little bit more, but we'll see. This is my prediction. His mixtape might be better than this.
You think Moneybagg Yo is on the same tier as Durk?
As far as
I do.
Yeah, I mean maybe not to people like fandom. Is he like, oh, is he gonna sell his? But like skill wise, yes.
No, I'm just talking about overall. Like,
I don't think he's on the same level of stardom as Lil Durk. No, skill wise, yes.
And Bryce, you said yeah.
I don't know what Moneybagg Yo sells, so I can't say that. But when you talk about hits, popularity, I think Moneybagg might have more popularity than Lil Durk at the moment.
No, not more. No.
Okay, so let's say the last 5 years, who had more popularity?
Durk.
Nah, I'm taking Moneybags.
Can you name
like Moneybags kind of fell off a little bit? I give you that, but his beginning run, I want to say, started 4 years ago.
What hit song did he have last year?
That's what I said. He fell off a little bit. So I'm saying like,
and the year before that,
I guess y'all right. Because if Lil Durk had a huge last year, and if we're gonna kind of average,
Moneybagg's Yo year was 2020, 2021. We dropped like Waukesha, Said Some, Time Today. Like we had those 3 records.
Said Some was not bigger than anything Durk dropped that year.
I'm not. Yeah, what happened to Virtual was great. Said Some was 17. I'm just saying. I didn't say in 2020 and 2021, who was bigger, Durk or Moneybagg at that time? Who had more hits out in 2020?
Moneybagg.
I would still say Durk in 2021. If we're including features,
the shit with Baby. The shit with Baby was 2021, right?
And wasn't the Laugh Now Cry Later, or was that 2020?
Oh, we're talking about some Drake shit. I'm naming 3 things a nigga done did by itself, and then you naming fucking shit with Drake.
Okay, the Baby shit.
The record with Drake. Okay, I feel you. Okay.
So you think Moneybagg was bigger in 2021 than
Popularity
I
was
say it was
close.
bigger. I think he had a
Maybe
better. I think he had a
maybe
better.
not bigger, but it was very close. It
Like
wasn't
even his
that
album, I
far.
think his album was great that year. He had the 3 singles that was great. Like I think it was better overall.
They're not that
I mean,
far off.
Said Some was big, but I don't know. I gotta look up.
If Little Durk's bigger, I don't say it's by much, just because I
Let's
think
say, my bad. He had 3. So he had 3 records be in the top 30, and all of them were in there for over 20 weeks. So Waukesha hit 20, Said Something 17, Time Today hit 31. What else he have in 2021? Hard for the Next was 49.
Oh yeah, I forgot Time Today.
Shada's went 35. Yeah, that Go Show with Big 30 was good, but that wasn't like a big.
So we had like what 3 songs? And Said Some actually came out 2020. So
it was close.
I said 2020, 2021.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess. I thought we were going year by year, but I guess we're doing that. I mean, still, I would still say this nigga Trill says
Laugh Now Cry Later dropped 2020.
I'm not disrespecting Moneybagg, but even like the last 2 years, like, is that really like a debate? Really, Durk or Moneybagg? Like, what are we saying?
Last 2 years, last 2 years, I give it to him. I give it to him. But
and definitely the last 5 years.
But that's my
what happened to Virgil? It's over with.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not arguing for Moneybagg. Like, I think it's pretty obvious. Durk's been pretty consistent in the since 2018.
Do you think this album was a part of him being consistent still?
I mean, yeah, compared to Moneybagg.
But Lil Baby was falling off on his last album.
Well, only after we saw like what it actually did, and like we actually heard the music. When we heard the music, I was like, okay, this is like a step down in quality. And then we saw the sales.
We just said that about Lil Durk.
Yeah, but Durk's sales doesn't reflect how bad you think it is. Like it's doing 150. It's probably gonna go number 1 first week. So it's like
I didn't say it was bad, but
why did you say Lil Baby sales went down? What'd you say about the last one? It's Only Me.
I was saying like when we first heard the Lil Baby album when it first came out, we obviously heard like it was like it was a step down in quality of the music, and the sales reflected that eventually because it so. What did it sell like
216?
216. What did My Turn do? Way more than that. And I think every single after he dropped My Turn did really good as well too, before his new album dropped. So it's like
My Turn did 197. So he increased sales.
But how much? 10K? 20K? I guess. Yeah. But how many hit records are on that album? How many hit records are on that album though?
On which one? The one he just dropped?
My Turn compared to the one he just dropped.
Turn.
Yeah, it's not even close, is it?
Not some hits.
Not even including the singles he dropped after My Turn, which was a lot too.
When did My Turn come out? My Turn came out in 2018. Was that 2020? When was that?
I think 2020 was pandemic time. I think
My Turn came out in.
I think it was like April
2020. So on that one, he had what did he have that one on the album? So I wouldn't say Heating Up was a hit. I mean, I like Heating Up, but
I would say that's a hit.
Obviously, Emotionally Scarred. We Paid.
Bigger Picture. Was that a single?
No, that was just like a Black Lives Matter one-off.
It was still.
I mean, they put it on the deluxe, but obviously you're gonna put that on the deluxe. So
yeah.
Bigger Picture. We Paid. Something to Prove. Emotionally Scarred. Whoa. I say that one's like whoa. Like 5. That was like big records.
It's Heating Up. Whoa. Emotionally Scarred.
The last album had like 2, or at least like 3 or 4, huh?
Something to Prove, Low Down, We Paid, Bigger Picture. That's like 6 records that charted probably top 30, for being honest, compared to what this It's Only Me shit. How many records like charted in the top 50? How many records charted in the Billboard Hot 100 on that album? Like,
it's gonna be at least about 3 or 4.
Yeah, but aren't there more songs on It's Only Me than My Turn?
Yeah, that's not the argument though. I think you're kind of moving the goalpost a little bit because
there's 20 songs on My Turn, and
it's 23 on It's Only Me.
So it's 3 more songs.
So the reason I say you moving the goalpost because he still did pretty much on average what his album did before that. Like you said, 10K more is not too much crazy, but it ain't too much in the downside. But you was easy and quick to say that it was a flop for Lil Baby.
But when you expect his next album to sell way more, if you're coming off My Turn,
can we say the same about Lil Durk? That's
I
what
think
I'm trying to show you your correlation, like how you was able to judge and shit on Lil Baby. And when I say Lil Durk is kind of bubbling and he may be kind of faltering a little bit, like it's kind of the
okay.
same.
Would you say Baby and Durk are on the same tier? I don't think so.
No, but the tier that he
Okay.
on, he didn't even do better than. So for his 150 area, like he didn't even break that. So it's like,
Yeah, but Baby's a bigger artist, so shouldn't have bigger.
Is Trail here?
Shouldn't
He
have
just
big.
Yeah.
lurking.
I know, but it's like ratios. Like obviously they playing different games. Like what Lil Baby doing? Let's say he averaging like 25 points a game versus Lil Durk. He averaged 15 points a game. Next season he come back, he averaged about 15 points a game, but then he got more turnovers because we just said it was a fall off. So it's like, yeah, that's why if you can get that critique to Lil Baby and his numbers about the same, his album was about the same, his fame about the same, popularity ain't too much of a drop off. I don't
I
see how you
think
can say
Baby
with
is
Lil
way more
Durk
popular.
and Lil. He more popular, but Lil Durk been there for 10 years. Let's talk about the context of Lil Durk. Like it ain't like Lil Durk an underground no name. Like Lil Durk is a relevant rapper, and he only doing certain numbers. Like it ain't like when you talk about Lil Baby and Lil Durk is like a Drake and Lil Baby gap.
Nah,
Nah,
nigga,
like
he like this nigga like young boy. He's gonna hate on Baby because Baby surpassed that nigga, man. That's all.
I wouldn't say that big of a gap, but
he's gonna hate on Baby. That's all, man.
I'm not hating. I'm just being realistic. I'm calling it how I see it, bro. Like if we're putting, if Baby's if Baby's in a higher, if Baby is in a higher tier, and he doesn't sell as much, that means a lot more than Durk, who's on a lower tier, and he still does a little bit more.
And what's weirder is Baby got more room for error because he has such a good album and he has such numbers. It ain't so much room for error when you only doing 100 and some numbers anyways. That's what's like. You try to make it seem like Lil Baby is more drastic than a nigga that's been around for 10 years.
Yeah, but Durk didn't start selling until like 2019.
So when you talk about notoriety, what's
Baby's
the difference between Lil Durk notoriety and Lil Baby notoriety?
I mean, in the last 7 years, who's been bigger, Baby or Durk?
I'm just asking you answering the question with a question. With Lil Durk and Lil Baby, we talk about hood, we talk about popularity. Lil Durk is very known. It's not like we talking about some dude that's kind of like this dude on the side. Like,
well, if he was very known, he would have sold just as much as Baby, but he's not.
Or it's something to do with the music quality, or it's to do with the music consistency.
It can't be a combination of both.
Not really, because Lil Baby clearly on a different level. You already said that. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I expect Baby to do way more than Durk, but he didn't. That's what I'm saying.
What are you talking about?
Compared to what, 197? Compared to 197?
That's a wet dream for Lil Durk.
If we're saying Baby's a tier artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if most A-tier artists, I think the minimum for them is around 200, right? You would say A-tier artists like the Futures, the Drakes, the Kendricks, the all that, right? If his first project does what it do, My Turn did 197?
197.
And then the It's All Me shit did 217, 216. That's not, and you're an A-tier artist, that's not really impressive compared to like a Durk who is below him, who hasn't really been musically relevant as long as Baby. Baby's been around since 2017.
He's been more musically relevant than Lil Durk. When we talk about being around for longer, when you say relevant, he been around. He got a longer career, so you can't say that. And what make him a B tier or C tier artist versus Lil Baby? It ain't popularity and notoriety. It's the music. What the fuck are we talking about? I hate when niggas get into these conversations like a lot of this shit ain't based on just music.
It's just strictly.
Yes.
You just said it was strictly the music.
Pretty much.
I don't think it's.
Bro, Lil Baby was dropping. Come on, bro. Compare the last 5 years. Lil Baby bangers and hits versus Lil Durk. It's not gonna be a good game.
That's why I said recently, like the last since 2017, who's been more musically relevant. Durk's run kind of started and he kind of like blew up and got to where it is now, like around 2019, 2020. It was not, he had a 10-year career. Let's not act like Durk has been Durk like his entire career.
What are we arguing here? Are we arguing who's bigger? Are we arguing who's better? What are we arguing?
I guess you're arguing like longevity for Durk, like because you're saying he's been around longer.
Longevity. I'm just arguing. You can't act like this nigga is not like known in hip hop, like ain't known as far as
but he's still a tier
hip hop conversation. Baby. But why is he a tier low below?
I think so Bryce pretty much just said is the way he said something about Durk and his sales going whatever. But then like the same thing can go for Lil Baby, but he diminishes it in flop. He's whatever.
Yeah.
He won't give you the same. He won't give Durk the same
Yeah,
kind of critique.
and when I say bubbling,
commentary.
and he doing like, come on, bro, he bubbling and doing less numbers than somebody that we know is in that range. And then that's what the nigga literally contradicted himself. He literally said he's not in the same tier to make his argument. But days ago, or a podcast ago, you said he was a fucking superstar. So why did not in the
I
same
didn't say
tier
he
all
was
of
a
a sudden?
superstar.
No, yes you did. So why did
You
I say
literally I tried to clarify.
So
You
you don't
literally just
remember
said
me
he's
saying he a bubbling
I
superstar.
I said
You don't
that you
remember having
said
that conversation, huh?
I said that you said he's a. I said that you said that he's a bubbling artist, right? And you said,
that's
"Oh no,
wrong.
he's a
I said
bubbling
Can we go back to the
superstar."
fucking podcast then? Can we just go back and do a little recap then? Because I wouldn't
watched
say
that
fucking
podcast
bubbling
all the time.
artist.
What are you talking about? Why would I lie about that?
I
I know
wouldn't
exactly
say-
what you said.
You're just wrong. I know exactly what I said. You're just wrong. Why did I say bubbling artist? We're talking about mainstream and what it takes to be in the mainstream. What different? What we saying? What do we think a mainstream artist is? A superstar, right? If I say he was bubbling on superstar, it fits right into the fucking conversation than me saying bubbling artist. If we're gonna have a real conversation, let's have it. So you was arguing that he was in superstardom. Now all of a sudden he's not on the same tier as him.
I never
that's an
said Durk was a
excuse.
superstar, bro.
Okay, that's not.
When would I?
That's
I literally just said Baby's is a superstar. He's an A tier. That's a superstar.
I'm talking about past podcasts, but you don't remember, so it's okay.
It wasn't that long ago, Bryce.
And you don't remember, so it's okay.
I guess.
Hey, what was Future's album? What was Future's last album called?
Honestly, never liked you or something like that.
I never liked you, yeah, something like that. And he did way more than Baby. Both albums.
Do you ever, when you say these things, do you ever actually like look into them before you say them?
What did he sell, DeFran? Oh my God, you're trying to prove a point.
He sold fucking 4,000.
Okay.
I
guarantee you, and I guarantee you there was higher charting singles on that project. Like, what are you?
That wasn't your argument. Look, that wasn't your argument. You just said.
What are you trying to say?
Wait. Because you try to diminish him again. But I bet Future sold way, and he only did 4,000 more. Because you even said these A-tier artists like
Future's last 3 albums, I guarantee you he sold way more than fucking 217. What are you saying?
That's not gonna be true.
Okay.
The Wizard and High Off Life. Wizard and High Off Life, he didn't sell that much first. He probably High Off the Wizard, he probably did like 150. High Off Life, he probably did like 190.
So you saying Durk is on the same tier as Baby? That's what you're making it sound like that.
No, I'm not. Me personally, I'm not saying that.
That's what it sounds like. I'm literally saying that Durk is not on the same tier as Baby. Therefore, I expect Baby to sell way more than 150.
But why they not? Can you answer me why they not on the same level?
16, 197.
Why they not on the same level, Wardu? I just want to hear why you think they're not on the same level.
Because Baby, since 2016, has had way more musical and popularity success than Lil Durk. Lil Durk only got to the point he got to, let's be honest, after the Drake shit.
So what about the last 2 or 3 years though?
The last 2 to 3.
Didn't he have a good run? Didn't he have a good run?
Of course.
So why he ain't doing numbers?
Because he's not on the same tier as Baby.
And it's not because of the music. It's not.
And popularity wise, he's not as popular as Lil Baby.
So
and
you think
music
people
isn't.
like Lil Baby like persona, or you think it's Lil Baby music?
I think it's both.
And people don't like Lil Durk persona
because
in this era of music.
Because obviously Durk would sell, because you're just like you said before in the podcast before, the music always going to translate towards what people are actually like fucking with. If they're not fucking with Durk, he's not going to sell as much as Baby.
I told you backstage.
If they do, he would sell more, but he doesn't. So clearly, it would have to be Lil Baby's more popular, right? And musically, he's more relevant, right?
How you tie your loops together is just weird to me, because you talking about the reason he ain't selling more is because people don't fuck with him. I think people don't fuck with him because the music. People don't fuck with him as much as Lil Baby. Okay,
I'm saying it's both. It's not just the music. You making it seem like it's just music. There's people that make great music but have no personality.
Can I ask you this? Mm-hmm. For a dude that's been around for 10 years, that's been on the sides of Chief Keef's, that's been now known with Lil Durk. Drake, my bad, with Lil Durk. Come on, bro. They
didn't say that. He said on side of.
Durk was never on Chief Keef's level back then.
On side of, they came up together. Not that he was on the same level.
We're talking about.
And when we talk about Chief Keef, but we talk, if you not listening to the relevance and context of hip hop, then especially our era. If we talking about Chief Keef, like y'all said, one of these dudes that was a trailblazer, and Lil Durk was respected then. Like, it wasn't like Lil Durk was some nigga that people ain't fuck with. He been around since then, still been getting relevant like features with other people and shit. Now, let's say the last 3-4 years, he went Cali, Drake. He did a
Baby.
co-album with Lil
Which was
Baby.
all after the
Like,
Drake verse, right?
but my thing is, he's been on a run and he's been known for years.
But he's never been on a run like now,
So
like
I'm
before.
asking. I'm not even asking you this. I'm asking D-Friend this.
Oh.
Do you think, as far as like notoriety, that they're that far off? As far as like affecting their sales?
I don't think they're like, as far as like being well known, and I don't think they're that far. I get what you're saying. You're saying it's more people people fuck with Baby's music when they fuck with Lil Durk's music. Like their personas next to each other are not like. I don't think Lil Baby, like if you put these two niggas in the street, I don't think like people are just like so much overwhelmingly excited to see Lil Baby than they are to see Lil Durk. I don't think so, but I mean it's a
D-Friend
possibility.
himself was
So you're saying So you're saying that pretty much Lil Baby's music is like what is. Like they're the same level kind of persona wise, and his music is eclipsing him. That's why he's so much sells or however much more. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, and even D-Friend, you even kind of admitted that you may take King Von if he was still alive over a Lil Durk, just musically, and I think that says a lot. It's not a knock on him because we how much y'all think of King Von and how much I think of Lil Baby. So it's not like we saying he's trash, but I'm trying to acknowledge that at some point him only doing 150, bro.
Why do you keep saying
expectation? Because he had the chance to step on the year. Like from maybe he should have did some more releases earlier as far as singles. He pushed the shit back for a reason. Maybe he should have did some more work during that pushback. Like
So
when you talk about
back his album because of YB,
I didn't. What the? Did I even mention
why,
YB?
why else would he push his album back then?
I'm saying he could have came up with a single. He could have
All My Life,
some freestyle. One hit. Y'all niggas don't know.
It charted.
Niggas used to have multiple
on
hits.
Billboard.
Niggas used to have multiple hits going into an album. Niggas used to have multiple features going into an album. Multiple interviews. That's all I'm saying. Like if
he did Academics interview before it dropped, and he dropped All My Life.
Academics is not the where you go get numbers at. I'm sorry. Academics is not where you go get seen at. All I'm saying is
$1 million worth of game is.
To a degree, but no, that's not the only place you would go.
Why did his first album do less than
I think Bryce, you be wrong in that, just in the context of what Academics, like what he would mean to like a Lil Durk in Chicago,
my thing type is, of thing. It's not just one person you would go to before an album. You name Act. You should have been at 5 or 6 if you're on a bub. If you're trying to have a big album,
he should have been like Rory. Rory went everywhere.
Oh, stop!
Bro, that's what artists used to do when you want to take
that nigga
over
Rory went to the West Coast and then he went to the East Coast. That nigga went everywhere.
Rory is sick, bro.
He went everywhere. He did it. He was rolling his shit out for real. He had promotional videos. He had everything. He was going crazy, and his album was good. No bullshit.
I got
question, Wardu. Wardu.
Yeah.
You said that you think his album could get watched if some other artists dropped this year, right?
It has to be another A-tier artist. Yeah.
Do you think it's a short sighted, like a failure? That because if Lil Durk would have went a little harder, he could have maybe took over this year again, like he almost did last year. Like it pretty much was his year and maybe one other nigga year last year. Future.
Yeah, because I feel like the album kind of like was better than the actual single that dropped. So yeah.
So how is that like you not noticing or you can say
but I don't think
other
he's
artists
that
can easily wash away his shit, but last year he was competing.
But I don't think he's an A-tier artist though. That's what I'm saying.
It don't matter because you. So do you think it was even a chance if he dropped a good album he could have ran this year?
Probably.
So but what the A-tier artist shit wouldn't really matter in that argument then.
But Travis,
because D-Friend said it. D-Friend and me both said we think he has to. Like, listening to Durk, we know he got the capabilities of doing what we think he could do. It ain't like we putting some crazy expectations on him because we heard his quality of music.
I think Warder's stuck on the Travis is dropping thing, but just because Travis is dropping doesn't mean Travis is gonna drop some crazy shit. Like Kendrick dropped fucking 5 years, he didn't drop no crazy shit. Even when Travis dropped Astroworld, that was 2018, right?
And that was a classic album to this day.
I mean, I would say that I like Victory Lap and Championships more than the Astroworld. That's just me.
Astroworld is a classic.
You can't tell me this is.
We're not doing that.
I just said that doesn't matter.
When the moment it dropped, we knew that shit was a classic. We knew.
Who was we?
Like
Who was we?
People that actually know real music.
Yeah,
good music. Does it sound good? Does it not sound good? We all knew it sounded good, right?
Victory Lap is better than Astroworld. I'll say that for me personally.
Okay, well that's an opinion.
Overall, Victory Lap be better than Astroworld. But my point in saying that is just because Travis is dropping doesn't mean that he's gonna drop this class like you said, Astro. This
And just completely overshadow him.
He's clearly going to have more features that are going to boost his sales and boost the notoriety.
I'm
of
not
that.
talking about sales.
But Lil Durk had all the
Travis-
features.
I just brought up Nipsey Hussle. I am obviously not talking about sales.
Dirk only had like 4 or 5 features on that album. He didn't have.
Oh yeah, Kodak. He had 21. He had Future. He had Morgan Wallen.
And Travis is going to have what? Madonna, The Weeknd.
If you think
what?
I'm excited
Uzi?
about a Travis, if you think I'm
Hello?
excited about a Travis Scott and Madonna song, you are fucking sadly mistaken. If you think I'm
in
running
terms
to
of
listen to
him,
that
in
shit,
terms of him selling more than Dirk, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Nigga, I am not arguing that Travis is going to sell more than Dirk. That is obvious.
That's
That's
my
not
only
even a
point.
conversation.
Isn't that the
No,
point of the
no.
conversation?
No, it's not.
If I just said,
You just said, "Oh, just because Travis is gonna drop." Yes, because we know what he does when he does drop.
if I just said Nipsey Hussle, I think Nipsey Hussle's album was better. Obviously, that has nothing to do with sales. Obviously, that has nothing to do with
So
sales.
you
What I'm
think the
talking
Dirk
about.
album's gonna be better than Travis's?
That-
Are you arguing
I'm
for
saying
that?
my point.
No.
You hear what I just said? I said I never expected me to ever say Nipsey Hussle album will be better than Travis Scott album. My thing is just because Travis is an A-tier artist doesn't mean that Lil Durk couldn't went crazy and did a 7220 part 2. Like if 7220 dropped and Travis drops whatever he drops, let's do it like this. Let's compare 7220 to what Travis drops, and we'll be like, oh look, 7220 is better than what the fuck Travis. That's my point. You're talking about sales. Obviously, Travis Scott's gonna fucking sell crazy. He killed people at the Astro. People want to hear what the fuck he got to say. All these things happen. Like we know he's gonna sell. I'm not even questioning that. That's that's not even a conversation we're having. Bryce is saying if he went crazy, is it possible that sonically, how people feel about the album, people will think that it was better than whatever Travis dropped? You say, oh, it's Travis. So, like, what does that mean?
Okay,
Is Travis is automatically the greatest album of the year?
Different? Are you included in those most people that you're saying?
What did I say? What did I say? Most people what?
You said most people would say that Dirk could potentially have a better album than Travis just because he's an A-tier artist doesn't necessarily mean he's gonna sell.
If he would have dropped some crazy shit, yeah,
or be a better album.
I think Dirk is that talented. Right? If Dirk would have dropped some crazy shit, yeah, I think he could compete.
Hey, you're echo. Okay, never mind.
Oh yeah, you sound crazy.
But yeah, so me
LED
personally, and I think D-Friend said that too. If Dirk would have dropped some shit like we thought from what, let's say his feature, how he went hard on DJ Khaled shit, how he went hard on his shit with Lil Baby, how he went hard on 7220. If he'd have did that on this album, yes, sonically people would be impressed and be like, "Hey, Lil Durk."
I think it was a good album. I'm not saying it was a bad album.
But if you say it could be evenly overshadowed versus last year,
I mean,
there's few artists that are going to overshadow.
To be fair, Bryce, when I say it could be overshadowed, I'm saying like when J. Cole drops the Fall Off, when Drake drops,
it's
like
certain
when
artists.
Drops, when Lil Baby drops, like I'm saying, like he can easily
certain artists,
be like,
not every artist.
He can easily fall to like 7, 8, 9.
And that's what's gonna happen this year because the album wasn't that great. But last year,
but he still has a single. That's probably.
I think Her Loss was a great fucking album. I think. I never liked you. It was a great fucking album.
That's true.
And we still bring up Lil Durk shit. Why? Because it deserves it. This year, that won't be a conversation. This album does not deserve to be talked about.
The echo and shit?
Yeah, but you gotta put some headphones on or something.
We gotta cut that nigga off real quick. You gotta
put some headphones and some shit. But yeah, Lil Durk on this album, he does not deserve to be talked about.
No, I think this will be one of the top albums of the year for sure.
Okay.
By the end of the year, I think, yeah, because All My Life single is strong enough to be like, okay, if that's the
no, a single ain't gonna make me be like, this is the top album. What?
Why not? Why not?
Do
y'all think it was a good album?
Why would one single like?
Okay album.
I think it was a good album. Compared like everything that's been out this year, it's a good album. But one single, like with everybody drop, I'm gonna be like, is that All My Life record?
And All My Life record that debut number 2?
That made almost heals good. That's not what that doesn't make sense.
You do know that this literally debuted number 2, just like Laugh Now Cry Later.
I do. What do you be? Does this nigga know it?
Is it not a hit record?
Is he trolling?
Is it not a hit record?
He be moving ahead.
Chad, is he trolling?
All right, bro.
Is he trolling?
I feel like y'all just selectively trying to hear what I'm saying.
You said it's gonna be a top album. Are you saying sales wise? Is that what you're talking about?
I think musically and sales wise, yes, bro. Yes.
But you said because of one song. I don't think people are gonna be like, oh, because
not
of this
necessarily
one
because
record,
of one song, because the album was
good
song, and that song.
Like, this is a good song, or this is one of the top albums of the year.
The single's obviously gonna help the sales of the album, and because the album's good, it's gonna sell even more, which is like 150, which is pretty good for a bubbling superstar, Bryce. Is it not?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay, what should a bubbling superstar sell then?
200.
200. 200 an occasion, boy. That's what he should be doing. 200 an occasion.
If that's the case, then Lil Baby's a bubbling superstar. What are we saying?
No, he surpassed 200, so he's in the superstar realm.
217.
He surpassed 200. What are you talking about?
All right,
And even then, like I wouldn't even mind.
surpassed 200,
And I'm
like,
gonna be
what you
honest
mean?
with you. I got high standards. Me personally, I wouldn't be.
nigga,
if I
my
said
turn
that.
did 197. Like, what are we saying,
And
bro?
listen
Like,
to me though. Listen to me though. I'm gonna say this. I don't mind calling Lil Baby a bubbling superstar because at the end of the day, he's not on the Drake level. He's not on the Kendrick level. He not on the Cole level. Like I'm being honest with you.
because there's different tiers to mainstream.
Exactly. That's what I mean bubbling.
So you agree? So the friend just, I don't know. I guess the friend doesn't just.
No, different. I'm not. When that's once again when you hear bubbling, I'm not mad if somebody that falls on the side of he's a superstar. It's called bubbling.
Because bubbling would be an actual like tier of mainstream. It's not just mainstream and not mainstream. Like,
yeah, and Lil Durk right now, not in that bubbling.
that's in like any industry. Like the top 10 NBA players in the league, arguably, is like different from like the rest of the league.
There's and I think Lil Durk is like I said, who I said? I mean, I said Lil Durk was Kimber, so I think Lil Baby. Let's get a Lil Baby NBA.
Take. That is a nasty take, bro.
Lil Baby, Ja Morant, man.
He is not even that's kind of crazy because Lil Baby
like a bubbling superstar. Yeah, like
Lil Baby is more successful than Ja Morant, my nigga. Like I would say, Baby's like a
give him like a Dame Lillard.
But he's an old nigga. I'm giving him a young nigga. What you mean?
I'm trying to give him. I guess, but
definitely not Kemba Walker. Jesus.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the Lil Baby, a bubbling artist, bro.
Is Trails? Let's see. Is Trails still echoing and he can't get his shit right? Oh no, you still echoing.
Do you even have a mic?
Can you hear us?
Do you even know you own?
1 second, bro.
This nigga not even looking at the camera. This nigga camera facing the side. That's crazy.
That nigga scared to look at the camera. Come on, man. Don't be scared, nigga. But anyways, back to what I was saying. All I'm saying is it's cool. There's a couple songs on there I really like. Is a possibility that other people will drop, and I think those albums are better. Obviously, I'm already predicting, Post Malone gonna drop. That nigga shit gonna be better. My white boy shit, Ed Sheeran shit, this shit better. But regardless, I do think he might get nominated for a Grammy for All My Life.
Oh, really?
Depending on who else drops, I do think that. That's not like a hot take, but I do think that'll probably happen. But because I was listening to academics, he was like, this is like when 21 Savage did I Am Greater Than I Was, and he was trying to get a Grammy. I don't think this album will get nominated for a Grammy. I don't think so. But I guess if you're just talking about a single, then I can see, that single, just like what's the song? The one with J. Cole? The A Lot song?
I
don't think so. Because this is what I think. I think obviously if Eminem drops, they're gonna nominate him for Best Rap, I believe, right? So that's already a solidified lock.
Yeah, 722 didn't get that. This whole
and if any of the other big names like J. Cole's supposed to be dropping the fall off, and then there's some old niggas that drop, like if Freddie Gibbs drops or Pusha T drops or fucking Nas drops, they're gonna throw them niggas in there just to throw them niggas in there. And because think about it, the year when My Turn dropped, Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial dropped, Pop Smoke's album dropped. They didn't nominate none of that shit. Those are fucking way better than this fucking album. So like I'm saying, it's just people that could drop that could knock him out of the Grammy conversation. Unless he has a good push, good label, good whatever the fuck you need to get a Grammy nomination.
I'm a realist, bro. Lil Durk fell off from this last album because I looked at him as like, oh shit, this was some crazy potential, especially off of the Lil Baby shit and his shit. Then you go into, like I said, this 72-20 album. It's a fall off. It's a fall off from where he was going, in my mind. And that's not good.
It's not a crazy step back though.
I mean, it's not good for someone that's been around that long. You don't want that, bro. You want to just at this point in your career, you just want to keep going up. You don't want to be rippling already.
I feel you only because I'm looking at like his career and like or his rise the past couple of years.
Like, you gotta take advantage of the moment.
You could attribute the buzz of like Drake, obviously. Then you can him kind of rocking with Lil Baby, and then him rocking with King Von. And if he don't have a person to kind of like, I don't want to say tag along with, but he don't have somebody to connect himself with. It might be like we really don't give a fuck about Durk. We kind of like we like Durk with Von, like we like Durk with Lil Baby, we like Durk with whatever. But him kind of by himself, it's kind of like with Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless. Like, do we really give a fuck? I don't know. I like that album. I'm not saying I don't like that. I'm just talking about maybe how people look at Durk. But we'll see. He's going on tour. I want to see what his tour numbers look like. I want to see what his ticket sales look like, and that'll kind of determine if people really fuck with him. What do the venues look like? Are they big? Are they Toyota Center or are they fucking
we know it ain't gonna
House
be
of Blues?
Toyota Center. It's crazy.
Rod Wave did Toyota Center, so I don't know. Rod Wave did Toyota Center. That's all I'm saying.
Rod Wave has a bigger cult.
That's what I'm saying.
Why though?
I gotta see what Dirk said. I gotta
Because
be
the
able to
music,
place him.
Bryce. Yes, the
I
music.
gotta
Exactly.
place him on a tour. I gotta place him on a
Exactly.
tour level. Where is he gonna tour at?
Has Rod Wave sold more than 150?
I
The
don't
fuck
know
are we
that.
saying, bro? Like,
Has he?
so clearly,
Still
music and sales, they don't really. You can make good music cool, but doesn't necessarily translate.
See, and then I like to bring in context. Lil Baby on only selling 197 on that album. That was just one of his breakout albums. You don't necessarily expect crazy numbers on something like that, right?
The highest Rod Wave
Dirk
ever
been
sold was
around for
130.
10 years. If
You do understand, like he didn't have the buzz that he has now in the since 2011 to 2019
who fault is that?
compared to
fault is
2020
that?
to now. Like, I mean, he had a label situation,
Oh,
but you
Lord.
probably don't understand why he didn't sell as much as he did and why he kind of didn't get.
Who you talking about, Lil Durk or Lil Baby?
Lil Durk.
Why he didn't
10
sell as
years.
much when?
From 2010, 2011 to 2019.
I mean, there could have been a label situation, but I don't think niggas really was.
Like the first time he ever sold more than 100K was literally after the Drake shit. So, like,
He's going to jail. And
yeah,
shit.
you
It was
like,
way,
you keep saying,
and
yeah,
it
he's
was
gonna-
way
you keep
more
saying
after the Drake shit. It was a lot of shit that went on besides the Drake shit. That's like kind of minimalizing.
Well, he's saying the Drake shit sparked off his rise.
Yes, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, I
It
feel
was
you,
Drake.
And then
It was
Babe.
Drake. It was Baby. Then it was Vaughn. Like those things were like kind of like.
but
And
my
Baby's
but
been
my
musically
overall
relevant.
point for bringing that up is like if a Rod Wave on his first album only do 100, I'm not mad at that because this is like his first debut projects. Lil Durk had many chances, so if he's not doing the numbers, I'm not looking. I ain't to make too many excuses. I'm sorry.
And it's just
not an
just
excuse.
Rod. Like Rod don't got the Drake. He don't got the. You know what I'm saying? He ain't, and I'm not
Not
trying
an
to say Lil
excuse,
Durk is a
it's
tag along
reality.
nigga. I'm just saying like
He is.
he ain't got them. You know he ain't got Rod just doing it. Rod just doing Rod. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he doing.
Hey, yo. Crazy.
Rod just being Rod. That's all. But regardless, I
Shout
am
out to
curious.
Schmirk.
I am curious though. Like I'm not gonna disqualify it because he did do it because that's smart. That's what me and Bryce be talking about. Like artists should do. So, like dropping a single with J. Cole. But I wonder like if there was no J. Cole single and he did just drop a single like Aha again, I wonder what the sales would be. Because the J. Cole thing already had like 40 million streams when the album drops. So that's like significant bump.
And let's be
in
real.
the numbers.
It's what you brought up. I don't know how to answer that, but I think further the question even more. Does a song with like that with J. Cole get his core fans and get the people that kind of fuck with Durk for being Durk to want to listen to this album versus the Aha? Because it's like, oh, Durk on that shit that we like versus like, oh, Durk might be switching up and I might not want. Like, was that even though it did numbers, was that the best look for that album? Like, and we probably can't answer that question either. But it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder, bro.
Do y'all know the story behind Dirk signing to Def Jam or no?
They only signed him
Story
because of
behind
Chief Keef.
Yeah, he said they signed him because
Basically. And he wasn't a priority at Def Jam. And then when he got dropped in 2018, which is
why would you be
ironic
a
because
priority? You
2019
ain't dropping. You ain't dropping that heat.
he dropped My Beyonce. Didn't that come out like 2015? He had a couple hits here and there. He just wasn't
Nah,
a
he
priority because there
just
was
came
Chief
off
Keef.
of This Ain't What You Want, and they didn't want to put any money behind that.
And that was like 2010, 2011. And then he signed a Def Jam, and he wasn't a priority because Chief Keef was still like even Finito came out 2015. So since 2010 to 2015,
Hey, man,
2016,
all I know is when
wasn't a priority.
Lil
so,
Wayne
like,
wasn't dropping albums, he was dropping mixtapes. Nigga, you can still drop music.
we're comparing Wayne to Durk.
You can still drop
Okay.
music when you ain't got album. You got album problems.
Hold on, what
Like, I'm
point are
tired
we
of this
making
being
about
an
Durk?
excuse.
Are you like just discounting his from 2010 to 2019? It's just like
I'm not discounting it. I'm just saying you have to provide context because he wasn't like a
I
priority.
think that's another excuse.
like he is now. Like
I think it's another
But
excuse.
I guess
couldn't
that's
you just
that's
say
what
couldn't
happened.
you just say he's not a priority because he wasn't dropping hot enough music and people were interested in the music? So why would the label push something that nobody's interested in?
I could say that, but you still have to be a priority somewhat at the label for you to have a proper rollout to even get the sales.
But I'm saying,
Well,
wouldn't
to
that
back up.
be wouldn't you need? I guess back in the, it's different now because social media is crazy right now. So I guess I won't throw the social media thing in there.
But
Yeah, like-
even then, I still feel like what different saying was right. Like
Two things can't be true. Like the fuck? Yeah, probably
But-
the music wasn't as
but
good, but
how often does a label put money behind somebody they're not sure in? If he was dropping
lot of the
consistent,
time.
if he was dropping consistent, I'm talking
A
about
lot.
big money like y'all talking about to push him and make him this dude that he needed to be. He needed to drop some consistent shit that was like, what song you said?
All it takes
What
is
song you
one
said
My
he
single.
dropped?
Beyonce.
This ain't what you want. All it takes is
And
one
both
single for
of
them to
them, and
take a
neither
risk.
one of them was no national hits. Neither one of them was no
Stop it.
platinum hits.
Stop it.
Let's be real.
Stop it,
Like
bro.
those were some
Stop it.
cool cultural hits,
Stop
but them
it.
wasn't no fucking platinum hits.
Bryce, just because you don't know doesn't mean
I
it's
do
not.
know. I do
it's
know.
not a
I
cultural
do
hit.
know. I
No,
do
you
know.
don't,
And it ain't nothing to rave about. It ain't
This
nothing to
ain't
be
what you
like
want was big, bro. It was big.
Both of them
big
songs
for the
are
My
moment.
Beyonce
You know what
big,
else was
bro.
big? Trinidad fucking James.
He's still
He
getting
only has
played
one
today.
song though.
And
I
them
just named
song and
multiple
all
records.
gold, everything. And he had one other song. You know who else was big? What's that nigga name? Panda. He had 2 songs too, nigga.
Trell, do you hear this?
He sounds crazy.
Timmy Turner. Both them
Fire.
better than
Even with your
fucking.
phone burning. Hey, I ain't gonna lie,
that
nigga
shit
Bryce
better than
spit right now.
Beyonce. That shit
Oh
better than
my
Beyonce.
God.
That nigga spitting right now, I ain't
Whatever
gonna
I
lie to you.
love.
Bryce is
But-
not spitting. Stop it.
That nigga spitting. He
So,
right.
Bryce, would you rather have one super mega hit or would you rather have multiple decent, good, very high charting hits?
If I
One
was gonna
super
put
mega
money
hit.
behind a nigga,
Nigga,
And not have
if I'ma
another
put-
hit after
if
that
I'ma
and just
put
go
money
broke.
behind the nigga, I'm gonna put the nigga behind the mega hit.
to be fair, to put in the context of if Durk didn't do what he doing now, that'd be different. But like if he just had my Beyonce and the other shit that you, what'd you say? Did say what you want? I'd rather have the mega hit.
And that's it.
Then those two
what
songs.
else? What other else? You had like Lil Durk had a plethora.
So y'all don't
How many
value
How many
longevity,
hits has
really.
Durk even had besides what happened to Virgil? Really?
I would say
No, he
Durk
has
has
hits,
a solid like 5 good hits, but them not like national hits.
I would say most of Durk hits would probably be features.
Yeah.
And that's bro. So when I call a nigga a bubbling superstar, y'all niggas be calling me crazy. I don't
But you
understand
keep
it.
mentioning how he's been in the game for 10 years. Like, what has nothing to do with it?
It makes-
Baby's been
bro,
more musically
bro,
relevant longer than Durk.
Bro, a nigga on a shorter leash if you've been in around for 10 years and you ain't been producing like that.
But the years that you're in the game doesn't necessarily matter
It
because Baby's
does
been
matter.
there less time. He's been there less time and he's
And been
bigger.
more efficient.
Yes. So why does the years really matter then?
Because that speaks worse on you.
I guess, but you have to put context behind it. He
It
had
ain't-
no
what
label
context is
support
it-
for real.
What context there to put behind it besides Lil Durk was hotter because he dropped hotter shit in his time span?
Yeah.
When Lil Durk had
Let me ask
10
y'all, like a
years plus. Like, what are we
legitimate
talking about?
question. Let me ask, because y'all was saying my Beyonce was like this nationwide. If that shit never charted on the actual Billboard, like
I didn't say it was a nationwide hit. I didn't
Bryce
say
said,
that.
Bryce said y'all like it was nationwide, and y'all was like,
Y'all
what?
niggas like,
It
oh,
was.
you're
I said,
crazy,
what?
you're
You
crazy, you're
If
crazy.
it never hit
No, I
Billboard,
didn't
and
say
it only hit 32 on R&B and hip hop Billboard, is that really like we could really act like that's a fucking hit record?
I mean,
So Durk
32 is a
shit.
nice spot though. We can't cap on that. 32 is a nice
32
spot.
on
I mean,
R&B and
that's-
hip hop is not, you know what I'm saying? You never made it to the actual Billboard chart. That's not crazy.
I mean, it's hip hop. What do you expect?
But if you
That's
were
what
top
you mean.
10,
There's plenty of niggas that
if
are
you were
making
top
it.
10 in the hip hop R&B, you might have been in the top 100, but that's the difference. You being in the top 30 and not being in the top 100 shows something. It's a
Bro, I'm
difference
looking
when
at
you
his
look at
discography. Lil Durk didn't have nothing
different.
chart from 2016 all the way to 2020. Damn.
and you can't blame that on Lil Baby. Ain't no context you could add. Like, bro, you had plenty of
Because he
space and
wasn't a
opportunity.
priority.
Bro, you make yourself an opportunity by the music you put out.
Bryce, I'd love to see you run a record label.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, you're just making it sound so simple. It's
I ain't
not,
gonna lie,
like,
I have some hard niggas on my label.
this
Oh,
label
Oh,
situation.
oh, Hey, let's
Oh.
be real. Let's look at my
What do you
stat
mean?
record. I was a Drake fan before niggas was Drake fans. I was Kevin Hart fan before niggas was Kevin Hart fan. I got.
You're not the only
He
one.
was.
Bryce.
I had
You're
some.
not the only one.
But I'm
Bryce.
saying I know how to see talent, nigga. So I ain't too worried. Put me
That's
in the
bu-
talent
that's-
scout
stop
position.
it.
I
How
ain't
you
too
keep losing
motherfucking
That's all
worried.
it takes,
How do you
right?
keep losing
That's all it
verses?
takes.
How do you keep losing verses if you can see talent?
Because that's called performing. Seeing and performing is different things.
To be fair,
Let's be real.
it's out of your hands, really. It's
Nah,
up to
that
y'all
was
niggas
good.
who wins. So, you know, that's not really what we can do. You
Nah.
know?
Mm-mm.
Nah,
To be fair, it's up to y'all
It's
niggas who
multiple
win.
niggas in that chat. It's
Ain't no
multiple
way you done
niggas
had
in
30
that chat.
verses and only won about 2 of them.
30, yeah.
Nah,
like,
it's about like it's like 16 to like
Look at D Frank trying to save his man.
6 or
Okay.
7.
For real, I'm about to say.
Nah,
I got like 7 wins.
He got like 7 of them hoes. You know what I'm saying? But he got like 7 of them hoes. But anyways, okay. So Lil Durk, cool. Now to get into more
What?
heated conversation.
Yeah,
I
Lil
was
Durk's
about to-
trash. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, what you about to say? Say what you gonna say before we dip out.
Are you leaving the Lil Durk conversation? Please.
You continue if you got something like.
Where do you
like-
see
Still
him going
on
in the
both
next
yet.
2-3 years?
Okay, that's a good question. Where do I see Durk going next 2-3 years? I ain't gonna lie. I don't know.
Say he dropped 2 more albums. Like what you think he's still 150?
He could decrease to like the 90s if you don't have a big single like he did just now.
So you're
I
not
think he
too
was
high up
kinda-
on the next 2-3 years, just from how you feeling right now.
Like it's not even necessarily because I don't think he makes good music. I think he makes good music. I just don't know how people feel about him. Like is it fabricated hype? Is it real like legitimate hype? I don't know.
It's hype, but he not capitalizing.
I mean, not hype. Is it like real like genuine passion like fans, or is it just like is it all just hype shit? Is it? I don't know.
I feel like it's,
I mean,
go ahead, D.
And like
I never thought
what is Dirk's draw? Is Dirk draw just like the Chicago the Chicago shit? Like is that like his like what people really like when they think about Dirk or talk about Dirk? Like it's really just like
I just never thought
Chicago
Durk
shit?
was an A-tier artist. So I don't have these expectations of him. Like he's like a Kodak tier. Like Kodak's always gonna have a hit no matter what, but his albums might not translate.
them hoes-
But it's
might
still
be- them hoes
Kodak.
might
Like
be
we all know it's
translated.
still Kodak. So I mean, it's still Kodak, but you know, like his albums don't really sell as well.
His
as-
personality is driving his career, or his like persona and his people like liking him. But I was looking at his, I was like, I'll listen to this shit.
You
too.
can say the same
I
about Durk.
listened to
You
this
can
shit
say
too. That shit was not. No, but when I listen to Dirk album, I'm like, okay, this shit pretty good. But Kodak shit, I was kind of like,
Yeah, Kodak musically.
I was
yeah.
like, I don't know if this is like, is he trying? Is he just throwing shit out? Just like, fuck it. Like, hey, I'm just like, y'all niggas fuck with me, so I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, we think
I'm
of
not,
Yeah,
mad,
Durk
I'm not mad
sucks.
at the little, I'm not mad at the little saying he wrote where you think Kodak is. I'm not mad at that, honestly.
If we were to do it in tiers, because he's definitely not A tier, so I don't really have high expectations. I think it's probably going to end up decreasing by the time it's Thursday, and I'll probably do like 130, 135, which will be number one still first week because no one dropped really.
Ain't Taylor Swift woman number one?
And
You're talking about just rap.
did she?
I thought she dropped,
Yeah,
she
just-
dropped some Taylor's version shit.
Oh,
That's why
bullshit.
Moneybagg Yo
What are you talking about? The
Steve's
shit
pushing
with
back.
wasn't that just a single? The
I
remix
thought
with
she
Ice
dropped
Spice?
the Taylor's version.
I thought that was just the Ice Spice record.
Well, she
I don't
dropped
think
Ice Spice.
Moneybagg Yo's gonna do that good on this next album.
Is it a mixtape or an
You
album?
gonna have to
Mixtape,
drop some singles
album
if you're gonna
singles.
do something.
I don't
Niggas
think
don't be
it's gonna
dropping
sell
no
shit.
singles.
I think it's gonna sound good. I don't think it's gonna sell shit, but I think it's gonna sound good.
Is it gonna sound good?
I don't
Is it
know,
not gonna
man.
sound
Him
good?
pushing it back for Durk really scaring me.
Is it? That's the fucking question. That's what it comes down to, right?
Oh my god, Moneybagg Yo's kind of falling off too to me. Yeah, musically at least.
Oh no, she dropped.
I like ESTG's album though. It's way better than his last album. I'll give him that. But still not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying?
So what do y'all actually rate the album?
Lil Durk.
The Lil Durk?
Mhm.
10 out of 10.
Stop.
Maybe like a 6. Maybe a 6.
Out of like, well, but like in comparison to what? Just like everything he's dropped, or just like in general?
Just
Like,
listening to the album, what do you grade it? I
I say a solid 8 out of 10. It was decent
yeah,
for the
on-
year.
I'm on leaning on 6. Just off of just sonically, I probably won't go back to that album.
Yeah, I probably won't. Yeah, I'll probably say 7.5.
If it's an album,
It still got some songs on there.
Okay.
I don't have
Yeah,
to necessarily
yeah.
play the entire
Yeah,
album
that's-
to like it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't play the entire 7220 shit.
Like-
but there was,
but there's like 5 songs I go back to. I go back to the Future shit because Future carried, and I go back to the Morgan Wallen shit because Morgan Wallen carried. Like,
there's like 4 or 5 songs on this shit that I would play. I don't know.
well, I guess if you say then that's the case. But yeah, if you say you ain't going back to it, you can't call it no
Y'all
7.
don't like the Pellico song?
I like Pele Coat all my life.
I might have to go back and hear it, but I don't.
Sad songs.
It wasn't no
About it.
standout. I'll tell you that.
Are we overrating Durk?
Are we
Overrating?
overrating him?
Yeah, I'm really thinking like if Durk didn't have all these features, like what happened to Virgil and all this other stuff, would he be where he is? Would we even really care about
Well, the
Durk?
Drake feature helped him. That wasn't his song, so I mean, you kind of could argue that.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I could care less about Durk, to be honest with you.
And that was like charted #2, and then his other #2 charted song was this shit, the All My Life shit, which was had a
And
feature on
Cole
it.
carried that.
to speak on what Trail saying, I
And
think
Cole Carey.
Lil Durk had the chance to have people like Trail maybe fuck with him if he kept his run going. Like, I feel like
Was it
people
really
gonna
a
lean,
run, or was it just what happened to Virgil? Like,
but you ain't like nothing that was on him and Lil Baby album.
I liked it, but it was like, it was cool.
I guess you're right. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I like the album. When you think about it going back, it ain't nothing that's just like
That whole
undeniably
album
just-
was really a flop if you think about it.
I wouldn't call it a
Lil
flop.
Baby
'cause
shit?
I
Especially,
like
yeah, especially with Lil
No,
Baby
that
and
was a
Durk.
flop.
Especially with the
That
tour
was a flop.
tickets.
Oh, you talking about Lil Baby
I
and
guess
Durk
you're
album?
right, but me personally, I like the album.
when you say it was a flop, what does that mean? What do you mean it was a flop? Like it just didn't have like a bunch
Like,
of hits or like
Didn't it
You
do
just
like
think it didn't do
120?
what you would think it would do. No.
I think it did like I think it did 150. That did
Feel
150.
like
Yeah, I think.
120 or something like that. We were just talking about it the other day
120.
with y'all.
120 or 150. Yeah,
they
something
did
like
150.
that. Which, yeah, 150.
For Baby and
Which is
Durk, I
kind of
think
crazy.
she's at least 200 closer.
Yeah, his Dirk did 150. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. They go a lot. But collab albums don't really sell well usually.
Stayed at the Savage mode.
Or her loss.
How much did that? I don't think that's so.
Are you really?
Her loss
you
is an
talking about a
exception.
fucking?
I don't give a fuck.
Her loss is the
I
exception.
don't give a
That's
fuck.
an exception.
Ain't no
I'm talking about
exception.
No,
the
that's
real. I'm
Drake.
talking about Savage.
Oh.
You know, like a producer, fucking.
Yeah,
You
Savage
can do
Mode.
Savage
It
Mode. You
didn't
can do
sell well.
But you think
Without
about 21
Warning.
Savage more than
How much
like,
God did?
Look at what one without
That's-
Warner, Offset and on
That's a
21.
collab album.
That's not a collab album.
Yes, it is. It's nothing but collaborations. It's
That's
literally nothing
that's
but
a-
okay.
that's
collaborations.
not a
Okay,
that's a
Bryce.
compilation.
Okay.
That's not a collab. Compilation.
I just want to know. You said they don't do good.
It did 107. It did 107.
Okay. I just want to know. So you're right. That technically didn't do good. So I mean,
Yeah,
you
I
even
said.
made your point. I just wanted to know.
Anyways,
Bryce.
oh, my
I
bad.
brought
What
it up
you
for a reason. No, I just said I brought it up for a reason because it's like, oh, it had the big God did feature. It had plenty of big hits as far as I like. So if it didn't do numbers, you're right. Maybe collab albums don't do
I
good.
met a collab album between two artists.
I understand
Bryce.
that, but I was trying to expand the box, and you're still right. I'm actually telling you you're right, and you acting like I'm
Ain't
arguing.
no way.
Okay.
Without Warner only did 53K first week.
That's what I'm saying. I
Are
don't know
you
why you
surprised,
was like
nigga?
going. That
I
was
ain't know what
crazy.
hip hop ain't selling, bro. That album was crazy that year.
No, hip hop sells when you're good. When you're
That
great.
was a great album, even to this day.
You talking about Without Warning 1 or 2?
Well, who was the artist on
Two.
that?
They didn't drop it.
It
Two.
was Metro Boomin,
there was
21
one?
Savage, and Offset.
That shit. Wasn't it Ric Flair drip the single?
Yeah, that was
Niggas don't be
crazy.
having
Stop.
That rollout was crazy. They had Ric Flair in the video.
Nigga, stop. Nigga, stop. That shit, no. You can't name another song from that
Oh,
album.
you tripping? That whole album is fire.
Stop, nigga. Come on, bro.
All right, fuck all that. Let's get to the next topic. Let's get to the fall off of another A-tier artist, Kendrick Lamar. He dropped a song with Baby Keem.
That's crazy.
What, he
that
dropped
was
the
a great
album?
tweet. That was a great tweet. And that was a song. That was a great tweet. The nigga
And
said
Drake
he said
is
he said he
the
dropped one.
greatest
They said
influence.
Kendrick dropped one of his worst songs with Beyonce. One of his what did he say? What the guy say in the tweet?
And
said?
worse
He
features.
dropped one of his worst songs and his worst something else.
Worst feature with Beyonce and his worst song with Baby King.
Okay, that's what he said in the same week.
And they're both
Baby
singles.
Keem's overrated. Also, I just want to throw that down.
It's highly
Watch your mouth. Watch your
highly
mouth.
overrated.
Overrated
Watch your
times
mouth.
10.
Or dude, let me ask you, like,
We not-
no
That
troll
nigga
and no
borderline
bullshit. What do you
suck.
really think about that song? Does it make you excited for it? I don't know who's gonna drop. Is it Baby King? Is it Kendrick? I don't know.
Nigga, well, first off, it's an interpolation of Sticky. I think we can all agree, right? Like that's dance. That's a dance record. It sounds exactly like Sticky.
Mhm.
Just kind of fucking sped it up and added drums. Like that's basically Sticky, right? And I think Baby Keem, he flowed a lot better on the song than Kendrick. Kendrick, he just had his normal. Kendrick tries to be like this modern rapper that's like, yo, I'm a veteran, but I can still hang with the little kids. And you're like, look at me, I can do this with Keem.
I
And
got a
like,
theory about
That's
that.
not Kendrick's
That's a
problem.
good point. That's a
That's
good
not Kendrick's problem.
it never works.
That
for
is
me.
a problem though. He does do that. He does.
His
do
real
that.
problem is him trying to be too conscious versus him going back to like a good kid, Mad City type vibe.
It's a little bit of both, honestly, because I feel what Wardu's saying. He does do that where like I can fit with any style. My voice and my uniqueness I can push any like branch like how Drake do it to the degree, and it don't be hidden. And then it also he do be on that country shit a little too much as far as like I gotta make a public statement. My auntie's a dad, like so it does.
Yeah, he
Y'all
can't
both
talk about his
right.
life?
Yeah, I guess, but it sounds like he pandering for the woke, and you say shit like that. But like, cancel that nigga. Target counsel that nigga. Hey, he on the same wavelength.
I was thinking maybe he just like was like kind of like dumbing himself down for like niggas like Warder so they could say shit like Baby Keem was like, you know what I'm saying, trying to like help his artists get bigger by like people like, damn, he was better than Kendrick on that one. Oh shit, he was better than Kendrick on this one. Like I feel like, you know, Kendrick trying to help his artists out at the end of the day.
Nah.
Do you see the narrative that he tries to put out
that's
there?
all I'm saying. He's trying to help his artists, you know, look better.
So that niggas like Wardu can say,
Keem, Baby Keem
like,
is the next Kendrick.
objectively, age or not, Keem fucking carried. Like his flow matched the beat more so than Kendrick.
That's what I'm saying.
That Kendrick flow is not meant for that beat.
He carried that bitch right to the trash.
You don't think Kendrick Lamar knows
the same exact shit with the Beyonce shit. I can say the same thing, and it's not age.
Word, I got a take for you.
The fuck? Yeah, what's up?
Baby Keem's second album is gonna flop.
His first album flopped.
Okay, what is it? Okay, that's an opinion.
Baby Keem ain't it, my guy.
25K first week. What the fuck we talking about?
Yeah, 25K.
I don't know.
It didn't do 25. It did like 37. Or probably more, a little bit more.
Desolate over there.
53.
Okay.
I don't understand why people. What's up with y'all just hating like newer rappers?
No, it's just not.
They suck.
Ooh. I like you.
But not even like y'all just hate rappers that I like. Y'all just hate rappers that I like.
You like trash rappers.
I like trash rappers
or not good rappers, so that deserve criticism.
Jack Harlow's not good.
Not really. When we talk about all the good rappers out of there, he's getting washed. I pick K Camp over. I pick K Camp over Jack Harlow.
Okay, now you just.
Okay, all right. Bro.
Put on K Camp hits. Put on K Camp got about 6 hits.
He got a couple of hits, but overall, it's like he's not. You know.
L Dick's like try harder.
You're crazy. Anyways, what's on your mind? Cut that bitch off.
I've never heard that. Oh, I've heard cut that bitch off.
You never heard what's on your boy?
That's such a great lyrical song. Oh my god, K Camp is fucking Kendrick.
Crazy. It's a lot of good niggas that's 10 times better than Jack Harlow.
Keem has more hits than that nigga. Please stop, bro.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm scared of the future of hip hop right now.
No,
it's real desolate.
Why are you scared, Trey?
Because he right.
Real desolate.
He right.
Like all we have is Drake and 21 holding us down right now. If either one of them two go, it's over.
Different, look that shit.
It's
over.
Said
Drake and 21 carrying it.
I'm serious. At the moment, bro, it's over.
21 carried Lil Durk. Lil Durk got watched by everybody on his album.
He didn't say J. Cole. He said 21. That's
J. Cole. When J. Cole dropped the fall off, she gonna be, you know.
It's gonna
might be his really fall off.
Might do 300. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nah,
it could probably have no
even when even with J. Cole dropping, and even if he do that much, like it's still what he's saying, right? Like
the future with that being his like last
Jack
album,
Harlow's the future.
Oh, you talking about? Okay, I see what you're saying.
Maybe Keem's the future. Like
yeah, okay. Like if them niggas never drop again, didn't I say it like 3 weeks ago? And niggas saying I was crazy or something.
I wasn't.
That's not a hot take though. Like
I didn't say it was a hot take. I just said didn't I say 3 weeks?
It should be a hot take to you, Wardu.
Because you got Baby Keem, Corday, Jack Harlow. Who else he said?
I'm talking about J. Cole. What the fuck? Y'all just trying to. Y'all selective hearing is so crazy. I'm talking about J. Cole. Y'all said, "Oh, Baby Keem, Jack Harlow." I didn't mention them at all, nigga.
We talking about the future. You said the niggas are the future. That's what I said. You should be the most scared of the future.
Well, that was a whole other point. I'm not talking about that shit. Y'all gonna dick suck Jack Harlow regardless, bro, and Keem regardless, bro, Corday regardless, bro. It's okay.
So them niggas is the future.
They still the future. Yes, they still the future. Yes,
if that's the future. You're like, oh, hip hop's it's going towards a great space.
Y'all are harping on that point. I didn't even mention that.
I
didn't mention that shit one time. I'm talking about J. Cole.
We didn't say we're talking about the future. If those are the future, you see like, oh, hip hop is in great hands in the future.
I didn't mention artists. Y'all mentioned.
I'm asking you a question.
I'm direct.
What question?
If those guys are the future, are you excited about where hip hop is going?
Why would I not be?
I'm just so say yes. You're excited. That's all you gotta say.
I mean, I guess I listen to them. Do I not?
Yeah, we don't.
Do you listen to them like you listen to Drake and J. Cole?
Probably not. No.
As far as like quality,
I mean, they probably
what
drop
about Kanye. Like, far as like quality and like this shit made my year. This shit was a stamp in my life. Like, that's how you listen to them niggas.
Well, they're like established artists, so I kind of have an idea what to expect. Like.
Established.
Are you crazy? Is Kanye not established?
Oh, God. Never mind. I thought you were talking about
I thought I was on the same page.
I'll be right back.
I was on the same page. I was thought you were talking about Jackie. But the future of hip hop is definitely scary. If if Drake go in the next 5 years, if J. Cole leave in the next 5 years, I'm not okay with the Future being in Lil Durk, Gorilla, Ice Spice, and even 21 Hands. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like those are
now hold on, watch your mouth, sir. Watch your mouth.
I'm so 21 fans here. Let's have a real conversation. We just on Word to ask. If 21, obviously, if he did all the things that he dropped classic albums and shit, it's no question. I'm not gonna knock on. But do
He's
y'all
already
think
dropping classic albums?
so? You would be comfortable with 21 taking the Drake pedestal next?
Yes.
Like that's
He's
the nigga he hand a torch to.
He's
Drake,
consistent.
D-Fran. Nothing was the same. Take care.
Yeah, they ain't
More
got no
life.
Drake shit. That's different. That's different.
Yeah,
if 21
back.
if 21 can keep dropping I Am Greater Than I Was, he's got it. He can drop 1 or 2 more of those, he's got it.
It ain't no nothing was the same, buddy.
It's a great album, bro. That's a life-changing album.
It ain't a classic.
Yes, it is. Yes, that's a classic.
It ain't a
album.
classic like what we talking about.
Nah, that's a classic.
Drake's discography to 21s. Are we serious?
Yes.
You missed it. Because I said we on your ass, right? 21, one of their favorite dudes. I was like, so how would y'all feel if 21 took the pedestal? They said they're comfortably want it. Well, at least Trail did. But I was like, okay, so if Drake passed the pedestal to 21, because let's say he the next up. You got faith in him dropping back to back classics like Drake was, like,
No.
or someone that we put in that top niggas
got a better
category?
chance than Jack Harlow.
That's not saying much.
That's what is that saying? Like again,
anybody could do that.
I'll be sleeping on 21. I'm about tired of this.
No one is sleep on 21. Are you
21
okay?
has delivered us great projects.
Nigga, we know exactly what to expect from that nigga. Like what?
Pedestal.
Shoot him up,
You
bang
think
bang
he got a
music.
classic on the level of like Drake and Kendrick.
Yeah, but that nigga
J. Cole.
But ain't nobody got a classic on the level of Drake.
But we saying the future. The future got to have this shit. Wouldn't we expect that from if we just came from this great? Because let's give context to where our expectations are. We had a great 2000 run. 1990s was great. Late 2000s was great. So now we about to go into obviously 2010s was great. Now we about to go into who gonna run the 2020, 2030 for the next 2 decades, like some of these Lil Waynes, Jay-Z, Drakes and did. Who we expect out of that?
Who do you think is running it so far? 3 years in, who do you think is running?
That's the point. I don't have faith in
Lil
nobody.
Baby.
I'm asking you.
I don't have a faith
Lil
at
Baby
this
and
point.
21.
I don't
I'm
have
just
a faith
asking
in
you.
none of them.
Who do you think is running it so far?
Not, at this point, you guys say what?
Because there has to be someone. If you say the 90s, the 2020, there has to be somebody, right?
Technically, it's still Drake. Technically, it's still J. Cole. That's technically who it is. But that's the thing. Like when Lil Wayne was being hot,
I would rebuttal that Lil Baby from the 2020s is probably doing better than J. Cole.
J. Cole.
You think he is doing better than J. Cole?
Because what did J. Cole drop? J. Cole dropped the offseason, right? That's what he dropped in 2020s?
That did way better than.
That did like
you talking about numbers.
Huh?
I'm talking about you talking about numbers and shit. My Turn was a crate. Like, I don't know. I think
right,
My Turn.
The whole album was on the radio.
You talking about music or what are you talking about? Music or sales? Like
just music. That
I get the music
culture.
argument. I get the culture
if
argument.
it's just music, then yeah, cultural argument, yeah.
Impact all that shit. That's what are we talking about?
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. So,
but still,
I
like
still
J.
think
Cole,
J. Cole. I probably still think
Yeah.
J. Cole is running shit more than Lil Durk. I mean, Lil Baby. I hear you what you said with all that, and I took it. I really started to rock with you. Then I thought about J. Cole.
Bryce,
J. Cole dropped an album.
That's my top 3 J. Cole albums. Me personally.
Go ahead, Trey.
Do you even listen to the radio? Are you
Not
in the
anymore.
streets?
Does the radio exist?
Okay,
I don't.
This nigga just say the radio? What the fuck?
I don't listen to the radio anymore. No,
Who listens to the radio? Nigga, stop. Don't do that.
I'm not a radio dude.
I listen to Pandora before the radio.
Anyways, like you said, the 2020 so far, you would say Lil Baby. You would say you kind of have to say
Durk,
right? You'd have to. I feel
you have to.
Durk.
Yeah.
That's
Bubbling superstar. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, and if you think he about to carry the next 10 years,
He might.
No.
stop it.
The
I
next
ain't
7
gonna
years
tell you,
actually.
Baby and 21 is really the only hope.
The next
Stop
7
it.
years.
I'm not even sure about
Just-
Baby.
okay, so
I'm not even sure about
you
Baby.
kind of got a name, nigga. So what Bryce is saying is okay. We're gonna go 20. We're gonna go early 2000s. We're gonna talk about like Eminem. We're gonna talk about 50. We're gonna talk about like DMX, Jay-Z. Got niggas like that going crazy. You got to talk about like the mids. You got like Ludacris, Nelly. You talking about T.I., Jeezy.
Great
Ross,
shit.
Rick Ross. Then you talking about the 2010s. You talking about Kendrick. You talking about Drake. You talking about Cole. You talking about Nicki. You talking about all these type of people. And then now it's like, okay, do these niggas even compare to any of those niggas anything.
Well, if
But my
I'm
thing
talking
too is-
about,
but from my perspective is also we're older. So maybe for the kids, them niggas might be them.
y'all old as hell.
But that's the thing. I was a kid, and that was grown people music when Luda and them was out. But that shit was hard to me. Like that shit hit on different levels. Like,
But see, no,
So-
you're talking but you're saying you was a kid. Do you think
like
the
a
people
young
that was-
kid, like a super young
niggas
kid,
that was
though.
30 and 35, were they looking at them niggas like they was the shit? Or was they like them niggas ain't
Oh,
Wu-Tang
I
Clan?
guess,
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
of
saying.
course they were
That's
doing
what I'm
that.
saying.
Yeah,
I see
it's a
what
That's my
cycle,
point.
of course.
But
yeah.
only reason it's hard for me to argue that because a nigga like DMX was doing 500K or more.
Nah,
like
man.
niggas like
What-
Luda was doing numbers too. Like I just feel like them niggas
Oh,
had
you
the
were saying
South.
the new niggas was still going crazy with the numbers, but like
Yeah.
then Trail gonna
T.I.
get you the
was
numbers
doing,
is
you
different
know.
now argument. That shit's a lot different now. Which
If we're going
I
strictly
get it,
off
but I'm
numbers,
saying-
I'd have to put Uzi on there because I'm pretty sure Turner
No,
will take
Uzi's career is in the toilet right now.
But if
Oh,
talking about
for
sales,
Uzi.
I mean,
Sales
out of
too.
all the
Sales
young
just a part
niggas,
of it, bro.
out of all the young niggas, he probably sells the most.
What?
But carrying the next 10 years to 2 decades.
Do your research. Don't just say what.
No.
Carrying it,
Eternal Take did like it did like 300 or 400. Like what are you saying?
Off
and-
hype.
Probably
Off
did more
of
than that.
hype.
It's still
and
more.
it's Lil
What the fuck?
And then
Uzi like
fans didn't
Doja
even like
Cat
the
or
album.
is he?
Even if that is off of hype, that's a lot for a young nigga to be doing that. Like the fuck. That's
Let him
still
do
a
it
lot.
again. Let
Kodak's
Uzi
not
do
doing that.
again.
Kodak's not doing that. 21's not doing that. Hello?
288.
The fuck?
Nah, Lil
Eternal
Uzi,
Take
Cardi's not doing that. None of the niggas from that 2016
Crazy how
He
mid
hard,
album
he
shit
hard.
not doing that.
but Lil Uzi also ain't just 100% rap. Like he ain't little.
He just wanna rock, bro.
That's
why
not
song
rap.
sucks.
That's not
That
rap.
song sucks.
That's not fucking rap.
He's still a rap artist. What the fuck?
Yeah, my
Like,
point is, he's like a Doja Cat kind of rapper. Like,
You can call that nigga Doja Cat.
like a
That's
Doja
crazy.
Cat rapper. Like a pop nigga. He not respected by real rap people, bro. Like if Lil Uzi carried the next
I'm
10
not
years of
talking
rap, bro,
about-
we'll be
I
down
feel you.
bad.
Look at what's the
I'm
big,
not
what's the
talking
big, what's the
about the
biggest record on
Eminem-ass
Eternal
niggas.
Take? Fruitful Shuffle.
Bryce, who out of the young niggas? Who out of the young niggas would you say?
None of them. These niggas ain't got it. These niggas
So-
ain't got it. That's the thing.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Hip
I'm
hop comes
agreeing
down
with
to that in like
Trail.
a couple years.
Y'all
Man. I ain't
sound
gonna lie
old
to
as
you.
hell, bro. Y'all sound old
Bro,
as hell.
when Lil Wayne was around, Drake and Nicki was still competing. Like when Lil Wayne was dropping Carters and he was still doing numbers, he had young niggas competing with him still. These young niggas ain't competing with Drake. These young niggas can't compete with J. Cole and Kendrick. Like none of them. Respectfully, like every year we had big niggas out there. There was some young dudes
Pause.
still competing as whatever. It was still some young niggas out there doing numbers and still competing. It's like, oh, these niggas might be the next up. These niggas ain't competing with the top dogs. It ain't even close. Like you can't say that the same when Kendrick and Drake was at. They were competing with the niggas before them.
So you think what?
As far as like
Past
Kanye
them
and
niggas,
shit like
really.
that. Exactly.
I'm
Exactly.
starting to think streaming is the problem. Either streaming or the labels.
It can't
It
be when the
probably is.
same big niggas is still big though.
Pause. God, Jesus Christ.
They were established before the streaming era. That's
What
not
do you
fair,
mean?
Bryce.
Man, I don't care about all that shit, bro. Because if
Obviously, during the streaming era, they're gonna do numbers because they had numbers before the
I
streaming.
think you
era.
know what it is too. No bullshit. It's oversaturated. So many niggas. It's too many people to listen to. It's kinda hard.
But is it? Is it though? That's the point. I feel like 2016
Yeah, I can't agree.
there was so
Yeah, I
many
can't
people
agree.
dropping music, great music. It's like
It's always been.
I don't know. Just,
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
let me ask you this. When Drake and J. Cole and Nicki and Kendrick was in early, was it 2010, 2011, 2012? Who was the other like million of other
Wiz,
niggas?
Tiger. Who else
Yeah,
we had
it's
out
like,
there?
it was actually
We had 2 Chainz. We had like obviously all
the whole good
TDE,
music crew. It was like
the Meek Mills. Like what we said, like it was niggas on every coast. Like what we said.
So
Like-
I'm on Ranker.com, and
Okay,
it got
I
the
feel you.
best current rappers under 25. We got Polo G, Roddy Rich, YB, Baby Keem, Trippie Redd, Kodak, Jack Harlow, Corday, Playboy Cardi.
Oh yeah,
Dirty
yeah.
Yachty.
Okay, you making a point even more like solidified, really.
I have a
gonna
point.
be
But like I
scary.
said, but like I said though, like the numbers aren't there for YB, but them kids that impact that nigga. Like if you go into like a high school, middle school, that's like they Drake. Like them niggas.
Yeah, that's why you can't really. It's like
you can't tell them niggas shit like that he like when we be saying that they ain't got no fucking records. What record? Them niggas like you ain't heard the 10th record on that last part. I love that shit. They don't know what the fuck that
God.
shit is.
that's facts.
But even what you said, Bryce, but even if niggas ain't fuck with Drake, you can see it. You can see the impact. You can see the hits. Like you don't have to be like, well, they're fucking 10th graders and fucking, their school. They like Drake. No, everybody knew what the fuck Drake was doing. They knew the hits. They knew the. I get it. I get it. The niggas ain't got it. And even the niggas that died, they probably wouldn't have had it either. I'm trying to think, like, maybe Juice WRLD didn't die. Maybe Pop Smoke didn't die. I don't know.
Pop Smoke would have had it. Pop
X might have it. X might have had it.
X probably was the closest one though.
Maybe that's
he
why
has an album
Pop is
that's
struggling
still
right now.
that he has a single that's literally the #1 song on Spotify and he's dead. So
Too many niggas dying, Trail.
still.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe like half the talent we had died. And,
Yeah.
No bullshit.
It might be. Juice WRLD, yeah.
Even like Nipsey was on
Juice
some
WRLD.
Dirk shit. Like Nipsey was
I
out
think
for a
we're
long
kill all
time.
our
but then
future
Victor Lap
superstars.
he was about to transition and take over the 2020s. Low key, Nipsey's about to take over the 2020s.
Yeah, you kind of.
Victory Lap dropped 2018. He was building up for. He gonna drop some shit probably 2020, 2021.
Take over the 2020s. Stop.
Victory Lap's a classic. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Takeoff. It's a lot of main rappers that could have been next.
Well, no, the Migos
I
already
gotta stop
fried.
saying this dumbass shit. The Victory Lap was not a classic. Oh my god, bro.
I don't know why
What are
keep
you
saying
smoking
that.
crack, bro?
Maybe in the
I
streets. I
don't
don't
know.
fucking know.
I'm not in the street, so it gave me there.
It's a street classic. It's a street classic. It's for the trenches. Like,
Who said that?
It's not even
Did
for that.
anybody-
A million
anybody
while
say
you
that?
young, like that's for anybody.
No one's heard that.
The
shit.
street niggas ain't in Tulum on the boat. They're not there. He talking about that rich nigga lifestyle. We living out here.
Unless Nipsey was gonna cross over, maybe. But if not, no.
Victory Lap was
Big
the
Four
start of the
praise.
crossover.
Go listen to Victory Laps after the podcast and then tell us. if
I'm
you
not
like
over
the album.
I'm not over in Nipsey's
I've
entire
listened to
career.
it.
I'm just
No, you
saying,
didn't.
Victory Lap was
Yeah,
good.
y'all overrate Nipsey. Yeah, even the My Nigerian Brother agrees.
You must not
What-
listen to
what-
Nipsey
what
Hussle
D-
before.
What D-Fran really saying is like the possibility of a dude that was garnering some popularity, garnering respect, was also dropping great quality music.
There's
He
dudes
died
that were
young.
bigger during that time, way bigger. And they
Okay,
died
that would
too.
only make your point. That would only make our point more relevant. It's not really an argument.
Yeah, but they were on a higher tier when they were alive,
Thank you,
way more
NJ.
so than Nipsey was.
You're really just trying to
Way
shit on
more.
Nipsey at this point because we're not arguing.
Juice WRLD, X, and Pop were just as popular
Yeah, nobody's arguing that.
when they were alive and after they were alive, bro.
No one's arguing that.
So you trying to say Nipsey isn't popular after he died?
All right, bro. Yeah, you got it. Nipsey's a goat.
Hey, they ain't had no classic album before they died, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Pop Smoke album? That was after he died, man. That shit was crazy. That shit was that album. But that was after he
I
died.
said before and after he had Dior when he was alive. So
He had a song.
Nipsey album better than majority of rap albums this decade. 100% agree.
Salute to NJ for spitting
100% agree.
facts. Spitting facts, NJ. 2018.
Nigga say I ain't got good taste.
You don't, but-
What came out?
Yeah, you
what
don't.
came out in that year? 30 best hip hop albums of 2018.
I don't even think that was a top 5 album that year.
What? Victor Lap?
You're crazy.
Yes. Name them all. Name them.
I'm about to. Can I go to number? I was going to see if they got number one.
I could tell you which ones are better. You
Number
probably sold
one,
them.
Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy.
Way better. Don't even
Number
fucking
two,
compare it.
Travis
That's
Scott,
crazy.
Astroworld.
The-
Pusha
no,
T,
no,
Daytona.
stop.
Drake, Scorpion.
Yeah.
Vince Staples, FM.
No.
Ray Shrimmer, Shrim Life 3. Number
No, I didn't
7,
like
No
that.
Name. Number 8, Tierra Whack.
No.
Number 9, The Carter
No.
5. Number 10, The Carters, Everything Is Love. Cupcake.
Carter 5.
Earl Sweatshirt.
That's
the
5
rap
right there.
songs.
No.
JID, DiCaprio 2.
Yes, that's 6. albums right
Various
there.
artists. Black Panther, the album.
Mm.
Kids See Ghost.
Kids
Mac
See-
Miller, Swimming. Playboy
Swimming
Cardi,
was good.
Die
You
Lit.
see? Whoa, different.
That was
Oh,
good.
That was a great year, though. I ain't gonna lie. That was a great year.
That's
That
what
was
I'm
a
saying, like,
great year.
that's
I'm about to
good.
say.
we need that. We need that.
No, just
now.
that
Where
year.
is
You
that
said
now?
this decade. That year alone, he didn't have a top 5 album. Like, what are you saying?
Yeah,
How do we go
Big
from a
Bill,
drop off of like
Heavy
that?
shit.
Like, how do we go from
Stop, nigga. Stop.
I
how do we
take
go
that
from
album over
2018
Scorpion.
like that to now? How do we have this
Niggas is
big of a
chatting.
drop off? Like, what
And no,
happened?
it's not Nipsey hate. It's just facts, bro. It's
I
facts.
take them. I take his album over Astroworld and Scorpion.
Well, that's you because you listen to Nipsey.
And I also love Drake. So what the fuck you talking about? And I also listen to Travis Scott. So what the fuck you talking about?
You're biased, bro. You said you think that album is a classic. It's not.
I also think what's the shit
It's not.
with Butterfly Effect is a classic from Travis. So what's
That's an obvious.
If you a real
take.
Travis fan, you think Birds and Night Birds.
There's people that don't even
Birds
listen
and
to Travis
think
that would say
Brian
that's a
McKnight
classic.
think that's better
but
than
that's my
Travis.
thing. If I'm capable of calling niggas classic, if I think Drake got 5-6 classics, if I think Travis got at least 1 or 2
I do
classics.
too.
If
I
I
do
say I
too.
think Nipsey shit better, that don't mean I'm just a Nipsey fan. That's stupid.
Well,
I'm trying to figure out what caused this drop off from 2018 and now.
I like
COVID.
that point, Trail. Fuck that
X
shit.
dying. I'm telling you, bro. X dying, bro.
Then my thing is, like,
I mean, three niggas died in that year that you said had classic shit.
3 niggas died in that year.
Mac Miller, Nipsey, and somebody else died in that.
Did Nipsey die in 2018?
I'm just saying that have died. Like we
Oh,
so we're saying what happened since 2018. And we saying some niggas dropped some classic shit in 2018.
Don't get on here with the hate, nigga. Yeah, he said it 5 to 6 classics. Nigga.
I think Victory Lap. Yeah, Drake has 5, at least 5.
When Drake don't have a classic, we gotta say something. That's at this point.
Drake has how many albums? Like 11, 10?
Yeah,
something like that.
I think half of them are at least good to classic. Like
even Drake is scared to drop now. I'm not understanding why are artists scared to drop.
He dropped 3 albums.
Drake does not.
Half.
Do you think Drake is scared to drop it again?
What I'm saying is right now, Drake could go on a crazy run right now.
He's about to go on
slaughter.
He's about to go on tour.
I know that. I got my tickets. But still,
so why would he drop an album?
He's probably making his next album.
No. I'm not even saying an album. I'm talking about just music in general.
He just dropped
Search and Rescue.
That wasn't a good song, bro.
But it charted what? But it charted what? Number one.
That wasn't. Who cares what it charted? It wasn't a good song. What I'm saying is, Drake could go through and just like slaughter right now.
Market. Take me out the. Take me. What he said? Take me out the group.
Trell, you're just mad because Drake wrote 21's verse on Her Loss. All of that shit. You just mad, bro.
21 carried Drake.
He didn't. Hello. Are you okay?
21 carried Drake.
Do you need a temperature check? Are you okay? You look kind of sick, bro.
Are we over? We completely
21 carried Drake.
Yes. We completely got off the Kendrick
on every single song. He carried Drake.
Yeah, we rolled off the Baby Keem shit.
When 21 said 65% of the album Drake wrote for him.
What did he say that?
On the podcast he did with Ak.
I have to do my research later.
But 21 carried Drake?
He really said that?
I don't think he said. I listened to the podcast. I don't ever remember him saying that on the podcast. He might have said 65% of the album was Drake. And then he had the other part.
He said 20. I think he said 65%.
Yeah, he don't even know. He don't even know.
I can pull it up.
Pull it up. Please pull that up. Because that would have been breaking news all over the world if he said
that. He would have got. You can't say that.
I watched the entire shit.
He said they wrote verses for one another.
Nigga, the song that 21 sounded like Drake wrote that shit. Come on, bro. Is that hard? Is that hard to believe, DeFran? That Drake.
He had some bars. I was like, that sound like a Drake boy because he talked about having a plane. I was like, nigga, you ain't got no plane.
Yeah.
I swear to God, he said something about a plane. I was like, that sounds like Drake shit.
No,
he said something about a baby.
He
ain't remember Drake talking about plane.
Anyone might have a plane. You don't know that.
Lil Duval got a plane.
He ain't got no Drake plane. You don't talk about no plane when Drake got a bigger plane than you.
Well, they gave it to him. It was a gift.
Nigga got a private jet. Nigga said
you ain't got gifted no plane, nigga.
Anyway, so Kendrick, we done with that conversation, right?
Yeah,
he's done for. He's a wrap.
Kendrick washed. Everybody agree to that?
Is he washed?
Yep.
I think his next album will be his most important album if it doesn't have at least 2 to 3 hits, because I don't think his last album had more than 1 hit, and that 1 hit was probably
the one with Kodak. No, the one with Kodak.
The one that he did the music video for, I think.
Your mom's a dad.
The one where they was fighting? Oh, you talking about Rich
Spirit? Yeah, you could say.
Nah,
I think that's like
no.
The fact that you can't even like define what the hit is on that album is a problem.
Oh no,
you can define it. It was one with Kodak. No, not N95. What?
Well, you can't say for sure that was the one.
Song.
Stop it. No.
N95 was the highest charting song, right?
If you talking about numbers, if you talking about what's still playing today,
you can't tell me what is the.
And none of that shit's still been playing today.
Silent Hill is the only one that's ringing off today.
No, I haven't heard that shit since
North
it dropped.
Carolina?
I haven't heard that shit since it dropped, nigga. I have not heard that shit since it dropped, nigga. Hell,
y'all tripping. That song fire.
If anything, it's Rich Spirit.
And I ask everybody else too. Do y'all think even if the album kind of mid, is it enough for his fans to still push it to like, nah, this is the greatest shit since the greatest shit?
Talking about Kendrick?
Or is there enough or is that enough hate out there right now where the tide can finally turn on Kendrick?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. This don't look good for Kendrick. Cause I'm looking at his album, right? And like Trell said, Rich Spirit, and I said N95. So N95 peaked at number 3.
I didn't say Rich Spirit.
And it was at the chart for 6 weeks. And you said you didn't say Rich Spirit? What'd you say?
I said Silent Hill. Yeah.
Oh, where's Silent Hill at on here?
I think Silent Hill charted the lowest out of all those
Well,
three.
see, the chart is one thing. Right? I'm trying to see which one actually stayed on the fucking charts the longest.
That stayed on the charts the least time, and it charted the
Stop hating,
lowest.
Wardo.
It's facts.
Stop hating.
So, see, Woody, once again, you're wrong. Silent Hill.
As usual.
This nigga be wrong every. He be saying shit
Confidently
so
wrong.
It be wrong every fucking time.
I was wrong. I
He
was
be wrong
wrong
every
Fine.
time. But you was right.
I like that
You was
song.
right about it charting. It didn't chart as high as N95, but it was on the chart for 11 weeks. So
Which
you
one?
could say that.
Where did it chart at? Where did it debut at?
7.
Talking about Silent Hill.
It doesn't have his debut. It just has his peak position. So I don't know what it doesn't say debuted on the Billboard thing. It just says
Wouldn't peak be? Oh well, I guess it's not. Well, debut.
Seven peak would be just where the highest is went.
peak would be the highest it got to.
Usually the debut is like the highest. Right?
No,
Well,
debut is
I
just where it popped up on the charts.
I feel like the fact that it was on the charts for 11 weeks, maybe that. I mean, maybe just people just listen to it more. That could be the case.
Is J. Cole?
That was
Is
the best
anything
song off
from
the album.
Is anything from
Yeah,
J. Cole last album still on there?
if that was Kendrick's biggest song off the album, then yeah, he got it. His next album got to be his next album got to be Damn. His next album got to be like Damn level.
No, he needs to go back to Good Kid, Mad City. Get rid of all that content.
I think
bullshit,
Damn. I
and go
think
back.
Damn is the best.
That's gonna be hard to redo Good Kid, Mad City.
It doesn't have to be exact. No, it doesn't have to be exact. I'm talking about the vibe. Like,
because that was Dr. Dre.
I shouldn't have to go
bro.
get my encyclopedia to listen to Kendrick. I shouldn't need a
That's gonna be
dictionary.
hard.
Kendrick's style of rap overrated? I mean, outdated.
It's not even a style. It is a style.
Lyrical rap,
Not lyrical, like his approach to being
conceptual.
Lyrical. Like his no, just like his
Trying to be too artistic.
kind of like with his like vocal inflections and shit like that. Like, is that kind of outdated? Like, because we talk about sound, because like we'll listen to anything if it sounds good. So I kind of think it's more than the sound than the conscious shit. Because J. Cole dropped conscious shit, and we love his sound. We still saying he better than Kendrick. So
Even Cole has
it's not.
peak, though.
Yeah, J. Cole's more versatile.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not necessarily the consciousness, because we like conscious rappers. I'm saying I think it's more it's his actual sound outdated.
That's how you bundle the consciousness.
Kendrick has the most recent flows. But what are you saying?
Because he rolled baby.
Somebody get this man out to chat. He's sounding really crazy right now.
The most recent flow. What does that mean? Recent flows.
He
Kendrick
got the,
flows
the
ain't been
new
hitting.
young nigga flows.
You mean Keem?
The issue is subject matter and relatability.
I don't think that's the case.
But J. Cole talk.
What is
what
this
does
man
Kendrick
talking
talk about
about,
that's
bro?
so? What does Kendrick talk about that's so like groundbreaking and thought provoking that no one's heard before? Like, yeah, it's lyrical, it's conceptual, and it's great, but is it being played like on a mass scale?
D-Friend brought it up. What he did on his last album, J. Cole did that on KOD. He like turn off the Wi-Fi, like do all that shit, like,
and that sold really good.
And that was all KOD. So it's not like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
not like it's the subject matter necessarily. And a lot of that shit was hard. He's like the ATM song was like a hard sounding song. Like a lot of them songs just sounded good too. Like, I don't know.
Photograph.
Nah, Kendrick doesn't know how to make a hit anymore. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Unless Keem's on it.
What?
That's ironic.
Stop it.
Are you crazy?
Stop
Family Ties win a Grammy. Stop. Don't do that.
Hey, man, they bought that Grammy.
They bought the Grammy. Okay. But yeah, Kendrick, I don't know if the fall off, I don't know. The last two singles he dropped, the one with Beyonce was ass. I'm never going to play that ever again. I don't think any Kendrick fan is playing that. I don't think a Beyonce fan is playing that. And Beyonce carried, which is crazy, but it is Beyonce. And then the Keem and Kendrick shit, this is why Drake is the GOAT.
Wait, pause. Look at Flying Lil Captain in the chat.
Kendrick is more dense and
you said you'd be working on
Cole.
Wednesday, so that's why I was like, he probably can't pop in this house. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think so. Igbo, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Kendrick is more dense and in depth than J. Cole.
Isn't dense and in-depth two different things?
Nah, it's the same.
Dense and in-depth.
Yeah, it's the same. Dense mean like depth to a degree. It's pretty much the same.
Well, what does that mean though in that context? Kendrick is more dense and
It's just he trying to say that he's more intellectual.
Saying like he's more. I thought he's more like he's like level 5 consciousness. J. Cole's like level 2, and he can like kind of what's the word I'm looking.
But if
kind of like
but if the
modernize
musicality
it, sound like you know people. Oh, I like this. Like all my life. Like that's probably like I'm not gonna say it's fucking. What's the word I'd say? What the fuck conscious? But it's like it's all my life.
Positive. Positive.
I mean, besides Pimple Butter, I mean, I maybe agree with you because there is some shit on Dan where I'm like, I like how he talked about this shit, like fear and feel. Like he was on some real conscious shit that's like really spiritual, and then it was a good song. So I could agree with that to a degree. Like J. Cole, he do rap about like woke shit, but I could kind
I
of
think it has a lot to do with production too.
But
the production was way
and
better.
that's the thing too, because it's like even with that being the case, saying he's more dense or in depth, he used to Cassell. He used to make that shit sound great. So there's no excuse for that.
Yeah.
If Kendrick's next
I don't
album
know.
can't be played in the whip, it's over.
Nigga, the last album couldn't be played in the whip. So.
Yeah, he got to get back to just being.
So he had a breaking point. Is J. Cole on the breaking point? And he could be the
He
fall
good.
off could be the fall off could be like
J. Cole is cemented to me. I got J. Cole the last 6 years.
Yeah.
J. Cole been cemented after KOD for
He ain't gonna miss it for 5 years.
And consistently dropping features, constantly working with like producers. Because that was the biggest knock on him. Like you don't like your beats are boring. You don't work with other producers. He's done all that in the last 5 years.
Who?
Kendrick is, yeah, but it's like the longevity, the consistency. It's like you can't really respect it.
He about to be a tier under Drake and J. Cole.
And J. Cole is out there now. He's like fucking with the younger niggas, but like he's working with different producers and shit. Like he's versatile. He's working with Bia. He's working with different artists. Like, yeah, like Kendrick's not. You just he
keeps working with Sario's baby.
He's trying to hype this trash nigga up. He keep trying to hype this nigga up. Like, why does he keep working with this nigga?
If he took out the garbage, he might be all right.
Who are you talking about?
Baby Keem being garbage.
Y'all are weird, bro. Kendrick's catalog is just undeniable. His catalog, how many albums does he have?
4 technically.
Kendrick, like 4.
That's really sad. That's really sad.
His first one was Section 80?
That's not that'll be 5 if you count that.
I know a lot of niggas that would say that's a classic too.
What's a classic?
I agree.
Section 80.
I like Section 80 a lot. It's a great album.
You think it's a classic?
I don't know if it's a classic. I think it's a great album or project, especially for it being one of his first projects. For that to be a debut project, or I know he had something right before that, but yeah, that's very impressive project.
Okay, let's do. So since 2018, since 2018, who would y'all say the top 5 rap? Y'all's top 5 rappers since 2018.
Since 2018.
2018.
Since 2018.
Drake, Future.
Future, oh brother.
21.
Lil Baby.
Niggas just skipped past J. Cole and said 21, Future.
21 did more than J. Cole has.
So we're just talking.
I guess if you want to talk about sales, J. Cole, I'm going off the hits and all that.
Okay, my bad. 2017.
Yeah, I'm about to say like okay.
So I'm gonna still keep how it was, just because I feel like the Lil Baby hits hit a little harder and people fuck with them more than, let's say, this J. Cole features that he had last year. Like they were hard. Like if you know rap, you fuck with them, but they weren't just notoriety, like notable or talked about songs by everybody. Like, so I probably put J. Cole 5. So I got, like I said, Lil Baby 3, and then maybe put 21 at 4.
Igbo put Kendrick at 4, and it's like, what did he drop? He dropped Damn 2018, right?
Why is JID in the top 5?
JID at 2 is insane. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna order. I say Drake, J. Cole, 21, Lil Baby, and for number 5, I'll say, because I did move to 2017. I like Flower Boy. I'll say Tyler Creator. Cause I like Flower Boy and I like the last album. I don't know if he get lost.
I say Drake, Cole,
Igor's cool
Future. Drake, Cole, Travis, Future. And
can you really put Travis? I mean, I guess if you just off Asteroid, I guess.
I would have to. Yeah, I'd have to.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nigga ain't did the liquor shit since then.
You talking about since 2017? Yeah, I have to say a little bit.
It's been 5 years since then.
You gotta take Travis off that list, man.
That's a nasty list with Travis on
Take Travis off the list.
No, he ain't did shit 4-5 years ago.
Let me ask you this, like, because you are putting it like that one album for the past like 6 years. So where would you put Asteroid in your personal like?
That's the last classic album since that year.
I didn't ask you. Where would you put it in your personal?
No. Hold on, D-Friend. What did he just say?
That's the last.
You heard what I said,
bro. Okay.
Actually, I lied.
We know you lied. As soon as it came out, we can tell you lied.
I put that Cole album too.
But where you got like what different?
Where's Asteroid in your personal favorite albums?
Like out of all classic albums ever.
This nigga
In
love
rap,
asking
yeah,
questions
nigga.
with the questions. He love asking question with a question. Where does
I
it
mean,
rank
that's
on
like
your personal favorite albums?
On my personal favorite, that's nigga, brother. That is top 3.
Top 3,
brother.
top 3. All damn. That's okay.
I love this
so
with
I,
my
so,
heart.
so I can see why you might want to put him in your. If that's your number, if that's
I
your top
love
3 of
this
all
album
time,
with my soul, DeFran, with
okay,
my soul.
So I see why you got him in your top 5.
Even then,
If it's top,
with my
that's why I needed
soul.
context. I need to figure out why you got it, why you have him in there. But I see. If it's if a nigga drop one album, it's your top 3 albums all time. He got to be in there, right?
And he's dropped singles since then. Don't do that.
What singles?
Plenty.
What singles that mattered?
I can't. A lot that mattered, and I streamed a lot. So I mean,
What singles that mattered?
I'm the highest in the room.
That was
friend. If you hate Travis, just say that.
I like Travis.
If you hate Travis,
I like Travis. That was after 2018.
It don't sound like it. Yeah, it was after. It was after the album drop. Yeah,
That's a nasty list.
great song, and plenty others, and actually a song with Baby Keem too.
We ain't worried about that.
Oh, okay.
That came out 2019. Okay.
So yeah, mine would be Drake, Cole, Travis, Baby, and Future. Since 2017, at least.
Trill.
I would put Durk if it was 2020.
What?
But,
What's you named your top 5
Of what?
since 2017?
21, Baby, Drake. Who else? That's really it.
this nigga named 3.
Sorry, bro. Hip hop has been dead since then. Like
Since 2017, nigga.
yeah, it's like
No Uzi.
nope. Who doesn't do it for me?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You ain't had
So,
nobody. You said
He just had Drake, Baby, and 21.
Disgusting.
So I'm surprised. What you?
No
What do
Future?
you put? You put YB?
Oh yeah. Future. You put Future.
Bro, do you just like starting these conversations like this? You didn't put YB in
I'm
there. Yes, I
asking.
didn't put YB in there. Since 2017, there's obviously been artists that have had more of a cultural impact, have sold more, and are more popular than
I
YB.
didn't ask for goddamn.
yes,
I just asked a yes.
YB
No.
is not on my top 5
I'm just
artists
asking.
that have.
It's just a question.
Yes.
You champion
YB
him, so
sucks.
I'm asking why he wasn't
Big,
there.
biggest
I
fumble.
listen
Is
to
he number
YB.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Like, is he
He's 10. He's top 10.
top 10?
YB has to be one of the biggest fumbled artists.
Durk released
like-
My Beyonce
okay,
2015. He's been in the discussion. Bro, y'all really trying to hype up that My Beyonce shit.
My
The fact
Beyonce.
that Flying Low keeps saying he released My Beyonce 2015, he been in the discussion when I just told you since that song, he ain't charted shit since till 2020. He's not in the discussion.
I'm trying to
Maybe
figure.
He was on Def
Chicago.
Jam, bro.
Maybe Chicago he was in the discussion, but not
He was on
nationwide.
Def Jam, bro.
I'm trying to figure out why Flying Low still hasn't cammed up yet. But it's cool. Whatever.
He said he was something.
He
I
said he
think
was busy
something.
tonight. Don't say I
Okay.
thought he'd be working. Do y'all listen to Afrobeat? Yeah, you know, I listen to my brothers over there in the Afrobeat Nation.
Y'all do not listen to no Afrobeats.
Yeah, do I
dog.
listen
Don't
to
do that.
what's his name? Rima? Is it Rima? What's his name? Rima?
Just because I mentioned him, that's crazy.
I can't
I
listen
put
to
y'all
Rima.
on for real. That's Rema.
Rima,
Oh my
whatever the
God.
fuck you know what the name is. That's a calm down nigga, right?
Calm down.
I like that song.
Yep.
But that's it.
I thought you said you didn't like that song when I mentioned
I
it.
never said I ain't heard it. And when I heard it, I was like, oh, I like that song.
You played the song and you were like, yeah, that song's not really like that. I remember that shit.
Nigga, I said I like the song.
Y'all just think I don't remember shit. It's okay.
I never said that. I like Wizkid. I'm not saying that. I'm reading NJ's. Wizkid. Who is Burna Boy? Like, what is Afrobeats? Is that just niggas in Africa? Because if I start naming nigga Burna Boy, DeVito, them Afrobeats, this nigga, because it's just gonna be niggas in Africa.
That's crazy. It's like mostly Nigerian artists that make.
But everybody I named are they Afrobeats? DeVito,
Yeah.
Burna Boy.
Yeah.
So niggas in Africa.
Wizkid, Rema, Burna Boy.
You should just ask me, do I
Savage.
listen to niggas in Africa?
Well, Thames is African, and I think she makes R&B. So
Well, okay, I'm talking about the guys. We don't know no guy who's a male African R&B artist that's as big as Tim's.
I don't know.
All right, that's what I'm saying. So men, y'all, male R&B niggas Afrobeats.
And I don't listen to Afrobeats like that. I only listen to Rema really. Because he's like the one artist where I can be like, this guy could really transcend the entire genre of Afrobeats. Because I think he has songs with Drake that are unreleased, but that was a while ago. But he is like the most versatile artist out of all Afro beats because he can do Rema.
I'd probably say Drake.
He can
Drake's probably the best Afro beats artist.
You're funny.
I'm just
You're
saying.
hilarious.
Just saying, Drake's the fucking best Afro beats artist. Salute to him. Bryce, do we have any more music? Any more music talk conversation?
Nah, I think we're done the music talk.
We done.
Y'all really hate Keem for real. That's crazy.
Nigga sucks.
He doesn't suck.
How saves hip hop? Glenn.
Out of all the good rappers out there, bro, he's like at the bottom list, bro.
Do y'all think if y'all think hip hop keeps going the way it's going, that it could be the death of the genre?
No, I don't think
Hip hop will never die, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like, say went on this for like 8 to 10 years of just terrible music like this.
It's not terrible.
It's
though.
terrible.
I don't think it's terrible. I think it's oversaturated.
Now, honestly, even like what we do call hits would be terrible. At this point,
I just think it's oversaturated.
At this point, a lot of the music that we consider his don't like.
I think it's terrible.
Even the J. Cole.
Did y'all listen to Amine's album that he did with some guy named I forgot the.
I liked it.
That shit was
K-Tronada.
good.
Yeah.
That shit was good.
It was actually pretty
I
good.
wouldn't put him in rap. I'd put him more on the pop side.
Even Lil Baby and Lil Durk and the J. Cole shit, like that's not really good. Like it was like it wasn't that good, bro. Like
it's not good if Drake.
And then you talk about the Gorillas, the Ice Spice hits, like it's like all right.
Hold on, nigga. That Princess Diana hit, nigga. Don't do that.
It's all right, bro.
Y'all not gonna like my top 10 list.
Top 10 list of what?
Top 10 songs
of this year.
Y'all not gonna like my list. If the year keeps going like it is.
I give him a pass, and I just fell in love with that thing, so he put my name in the top.
Yeah.
Let him come to the crib.
Stop it, D-Friend. You only like the beat. If you just like the beat, just say that. If you like the beat, just say that.
Princess Diana. Nah, her Ghost Rider snapped for real. I ain't gonna lie.
Go crazy, low key, no bullshit.
Yeah, but like I said, the quality of just the hits these days just be like, yeah.
Ice Spice is great.
And if it do continue to be that way, I could see hip hop continue to die. It's dying right now.
I don't think it would ever die. I think that's like
it's not gonna die, bro.
Bro, if we don't get a LeBron James, Steph Curry, a Victor Wembanyama soon, it's gonna be.
It's all the women that's got the hit singles.
They be trash.
Pound Town.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe we should ban women's hip hop.
Take Keith
this is the biggest song in the streets right now. Bryce, you heard it? Bryce, I know Bryce. I gotta get Bryce's reaction. I know he ain't heard this shit.
I've heard this trash shit.
Fucking with my rounds, my booty hole.
A bunch of wasted beats. A bunch of wasted beats.
I ain't gonna lie. The fact that that's a big song and Nicki Minaj really hopped on it, that's I ain't gonna lie.
Does that surprise you? It doesn't surprise me at all.
That's crazy.
She hopping on all these rappers' waves now that she's 40. Now that she's 40 and got a kid, now she want to hop on.
She ate that. Nicki ate that. Hold up, but Nicki like showed her like how you supposed like that shit, which the girl was doing. Like that's not it.
She industry plant for real.
That's not it.
That's
a big record in the streets, Bryce.
No, I know.
She a bigger industry plant than Ice Spice for real.
Rapping the bad state right now, man.
What about this? This gotta be the song of the summer right now. Low key, this gotta be the song of the summer right now. Don't even lie. My nigga coming back. Don't do it. My nigga back. Salute the Repo Man. My nigga back. Low key.
This is on my top 10 so far. I ain't gonna lie. These are all TikTok songs too. That's the crazy part.
It's gotta
be
the
back.
song.
Don't do it. The baby back.
I don't know how to dance, but can lean and make the ghetto bitch put
I'm just on Rap Caviar looking at all the songs like, bro, all these songs on Rap Caviar, a lot of these I've never heard.
They're all TikTok songs, literally.
Like Geek Elite.
That's crazy.
Blackout with Joyner Lucas and Bops, Coil Ray, Ring Ring, Chase B, Embarrassed.
Did Coil Ray drop her album yet? Oh, she drops this month, right? Yeah. It's about to be W samples. The entire album gonna be samples with Coil Ray. She ain't making no money off that album.
No, this year is trash.
Crazy, bro.
I don't know how we're gonna do a top 10 at the end of the year list. I can't even think of a top 10 singles that came out this year.
All My Life.
Trash.
All My Life is not trash. What?
Yes.
Oh, Bryce.
It's such an AI created this for these niggas. Like J. Cole, great at rapping, but I'm talking about just the hook, the concept of the song.
It's like a, it's like the 2023. I know I can't be what I want to be. They trying to bring back the feeling.
That a Baby song is definitely in my top 10. That's a lock.
A lock.
That's a lock.
Is niggas really listening to that, or is it just straight off repo? Man?
I mean, we're halfway in the year, so
I know that's not rap, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much a lock.
What's not rap?
I would say
that hands on your knees shit. That ain't rap. That's some damn shit,
bro.
People was quick to say honestly, never mind wasn't a rap album. So if that shit wasn't rap, this shit ain't rap either. It's some damn shit.
That album is so influential.
It is, but it's some damn shit. They ain't rap shit.
I could probably say that's a classic. I could say that's a classic. Does Drake have 7 classics?
All My Life is an objective classic. Best song this year.
No, All My Life is that's my song of the year.
Y'all don't feel that song, bro. Y'all do not feel them little kids.
What do you think of song of the year, Bryce?
Crazy.
They don't have one. I don't have one. I'm disappointed in music right now.
Because Drake hasn't dropped. I know.
No, last year was better so far.
Because Future hasn't dropped.
Drake did look. He dropped song of the year. I ain't gonna lie.
That's sad, bro.
Searching. That's if that's song of the year. That nigga Drake. He could fart on a record.
To come this far.
He could fart on a record to have a song.
Metro Boomin might have the best album of the year.
Come on, man.
That came out last year.
No, he's about to drop the Spider-Man.
That came out last year. The Metro.
That was a Nas hit. This ain't it. You said it yourself. It's programmed, so you like it. Imagine how many songs like that. Yeah, but I never said the J. Cole shit. I saw it sounded good off hit, but I didn't know if it was gonna be like this massive hit. But now,
as soon as I heard it, I knew that was the one. Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, D-Friend, you see that Spider-Man soundtrack?
Yeah, I saw it.
Bryce.
What happened? What Bryce say?
I'm alive. That's just so lame, bro.
It's annoying because it's catchy and it's a good song, Bryce.
No, it's not.
That's what happens when you make good music.
It's an okay song.
It gets stuck in your head. You don't know why.
It's not stuck in my head.
You get this whole sound good.
This shit sounds good.
It's a good song. But in the state of hits, it's not great.
What's better, All My Life or God's Plan? Come on, we're talking about.
What? Don't do that. No.
God's Plan.
No.
All My Life or Hold On, We're Going Home.
And didn't that come out?
Hold On, We're Going Home.
Y'all just hate Durk. Just say that, bro. Oh my god, bro.
I like this song.
And I ain't like God Plan like that either, though.
Y'all hate Durk.
I pray to my knees. We say I pray to my knees and pray to Allah.
I pray to my knees with Allah. I'm dead.
That nigga didn't convert him Muslim when he said that shit.
Searching.
When I'm talking about with that song, it's just more of like if that's the record of the year.
I gotta get your vibe on some of the biggest songs of the year, right? And a lot of these songs are because of TikTok, right? What you think about this, Bryce? Come on, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Come on, give it to me. Pause. Bryce reacts to the best songs of 2023. Let's go.
Got a white boy on my roster. He be feeding me pasta and lobster.
Come on.
He just hit me up on Tuesday, like, what you doing, babe? Let me take you shopping. I told him, well, I'm a little busy. Said, damn, I'm in your city. But anyway, it's okay. Hope you have a good day. I'm gonna see you by they fit.
Hey, fit.
I told him, you treat me so well.
Yeah. You rock with that one, Bryce?
I'm listening.
Okay. I just feel that beat. Come on, man.
That lunchroom beat.
Well, I gotta go. They just let me know that I could pick up my Mercedes. I got hoes. Might just be on there. In different area codes.
Oh, she got area codes too.
How original.
She had a nice flow. But song of the year, no.
Hey, Loki, this might be the biggest song of the year right now. Salute to Tootsie, but this is obviously like a little R&B vibe.
This nigga said Tootsie. Oh, brother.
Hey, favorite song going crazy. What are you talking about?
This nigga said Tootsie. Oh my god.
Bro, favorites. Hold on.
Fuck out of here.
You know, Ward say something and be like, "There's no way that song is even in the top 4," and it's like,
I didn't argue anything
I'm
about
saying you saying
rankings or where it charted.
That's how you talk.
That's how I talk, but that's not what I meant or what I said.
Future blew him out of the water in 223.
Stupid.
Rich Spirit was never on the charts. Number 7, 11 weeks.
No, I said it was on the chart. I just said it charted the lowest. I definitely said that. See, y'all just take what I say out of context.
Tusi's favorite song is number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100. Come on, man.
That's cute. Bryce, are you playing that song?
No.
That's probably the first time you heard the song.
Trell, are you playing that song?
First time I heard it.
I'm not playing that shit, and I haven't heard it. DeFran, are you playing that song? Go ahead and dick suck.
Yeah, I just played it. We talking about?
Oh, okay.
DeFran, just agree to suck dick.
I know, right? I love that song. It charted number 8, so I listened to it too.
You said do I listen? I said I just played it.
I think a better thing is to probably just play every song off Rap Caviar and ask Bryce if he played the song.
Probably.
Oh, you on Rap Caviar right now?
Probably not.
That's what I was just doing.
And Bryce not listening to 85% of them songs, right?
Because 85%
you say
people,
Bryce. You say always try to say Bryce a Rap Caviar nigga. So obviously he's not.
No, I'm saying you are, not Bryce. I'm saying.
This is a wild episode.
I haven't heard none of them songs that are on there.
Huh? What you say, True?
I said it's a wild episode. I'm saying you smoking. Usually about 5 blunts in by now.
I've been smoking. I've been chilling.
Nah, this nigga definitely smokes every time.
My boy plugged and ran off on him.
The biggest songs on the chart right now are songs that came out like last year, pretty much.
What was the best year of music?
Kill Bill, Calm Down.
What was the top 3 years in music?
Tusi favorite song number 5 now.
You're not a Tusi fan. What
Creepin', Metro Boomin, The Weeknd, 21 Savage. That's number 9.
Oh, that's Rap Caviar or what?
Billboard Hot 100.
Oh, currently?
Hip-hop's dying.
Yeah. Boy's a Liar. Search and Rescue 16. Search and Rescue is the highest charting new hip hop song on the list. Besides my favorite. That's
new.
That's singing. They came out.
Hip hop is top heavy right now, man. Without the top people, it wouldn't be nothing.
Like
It'd be a joke.
Who are the top people, Bryce?
We've been naming them.
You know Drake, J. Cole, nigga. You know who the top. Come on, man.
Pretty much everybody in our top 5 for the most part.
Leave it to Baby Keem. Hip hop.
I think we all have different dick suck. I think we all have different top 5s though.
No, but
maybe y'all two.
Most people we name kind of was on each other's list.
Well, that
and
was
I'm not mad at you saying Travis Scott because I mean it's top heavy. How many people doing what Travis Scott do?
Exactly, yeah.
So it's top heavy. I'm like most of the people in our top 5 is like, and it's not many. It's not many can even compete with them, bro. And
I would put Uzi at number 6.
I think this like the most shallow hip hop has been as far as like quality of music. If I'm being honest.
Who's your number 6 then on your list?
Number 6.
Uzi would be number 6 on my list.
Hell no, Uzi. I am
since 2017. Yeah.
I did fuck with Uzi and Future Project.
Yeah. I would say Kodak, but he's.
Yeah, I don't know who my top 6 is, to be honest with you, but yeah, I'm just not high. I'm not high up on the bottom. Like if we talking about the people that make music like Jack and all them boys, like it's cool, but we're not getting that spark. We're not getting that spark like we need to from some of these other like tiers of music. Like even when like we say Moneybagg, like a D tier artist or whatever, right? But he was still dropping quality, street music hits. Like I feel like we're not even really getting that no more. Like
is Durk a D tier artist?
Durk, he might be C or B, but it's like
definitely C.
Durk not producing what he did last year.
I would say C plus. Yeah.
C minus.
And 21's an A, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
DeFran, where would you put the 21?
Probably about 18. I think he dropped his own album. He probably do like a little baby type number, like 200 plus.
What do you so you think he would do 200 a solo project, no features?
Why gotta be no features?
No, I'm just saying. Because J. Cole would do that, and J. Cole's A tier. So
J. Cole's not A tier. Oh no, yeah, he is. Let me stop. He's A tier.
What?
He said that so quick, bro.
But if my criteria is A tier is 200 up, then it don't matter because J. Cole could do whatever he do. If my A tier is just 200 up, then you gotta be 200 up to get an A tier.
Even then,
there's a lot of A tier artists.
If 21 drops in the next couple months, man, I think he might do.
If you say over 200 in hip hop, it's only like 7.
So it's just anyone that's done. So Uzi's A tier.
No, who can do? I don't think when Uzi drop again, he's gonna do 200. That's what.
Eternal Take did what?
288.
200.
288.
288. So he's A tier. Yeah. Are you talking about just like?
I said we drop again. I'm talking about my prediction. What I think he's gonna do.
So an artist just has to do at least 200 just one time, at least one time.
I don't think Uzi's gonna crack 100K.
Not my
this year.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna do it. That's why I wouldn't put him 18. Because when he drop whatever he's about to drop, I think like one. He'll do like one something.
Nah, I don't think he's gonna crack 100.
I think he'll do 200.
I see him
I
doing.
think if he adds, what's that song he just that shit that was going?
Just want to rock, yeah.
If he put that on there, yeah, he'll do 200.
Yeah, I think he'll do 200.
If he don't put that on there, I think he'll do 200.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna put it on there. Yeah.
This is the only good song he got. It's not even really that good, to be honest with you.
L Dick suck.
It's not.
It's not a good song. The song is terrible.
How many artists have really sold 200 like in the last decade? That's a really hard thing to do.
Okay, that's why
in the first week or what we talking about?
That's just sold 200K on a project in general, at least once.
You talking about first week?
Chicago is definitely on life support.
I would like to think an A-tier artist has to do it at least twice.
Twice? Okay.
If we're talking about A-tier, yeah, like at least twice. I guess maybe.
I think you're
honestly.
Would you consider any genre you had to do over 200 to be an A-tier artist? Like any genre?
It pop. That's a flop. If I'm being honest.
And I think you're a star if you're doing
an A-tier artist doing 200 is a flop. Yes.
You're a star in hip hop.
You think Ed Sheeran is a flop, or do you think he's like one of the biggest artists in the world?
How about you, Saul?
Compared he about to set you up, Water. About to set you up. I see.
I'm just asking. Do you think Ed Sheeran?
I see the setup. I see the setup. He did it to you a couple weeks ago. He about to set you up, Water. Watch how you answer. I already know. I see it.
I don't listen to
Ed Sheeran. Is the second most played person on Spotify. Is he one of the biggest artists in the world? That's all.
Water, watch how you answer this question, my boy.
I don't listen to Ed Sheeran enough to know what his
play it safe.
I just don't know. I'm not educated. Educate me.
There you go, Water. There you go.
I don't know, dude.
Do you think he's one of the biggest artists in the world?
That's your guy. I don't know. Is he?
Don't step on the landmine, Water.
I can't speak on someone I don't really know like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's fine.
Now Taylor Swift, on the other hand, yeah, that's an A-tier artist. You know what I'm saying?
Just because so right.
Taylor Swift, Bieber. Bieber's definitely.
So what do you count? Do you count like do you factor in album sales, but also tour like venues?
Yeah, I would say you have to do at least. Oh, for a pop artist?
Oh, D-Frank got a tattoo.
This A-tier artist.
I didn't know you got a tattoo.
Just what you get a tattoo, D-Frank.
Goddamn,
this nigga reckless.
Boy, I got drunken over there in Hawaii and got a tattoo.
This nigga reckless.
For years. But anyways, I was just because Ed Sheeran only did 111,000 first week.
So that's his highest?
No, I'm talking about his the album he just dropped like a couple weeks ago.
Did it have a single on it?
Not like the past big ass fucking single.
Well, The Weeknd is like that's R&B really, but I guess we can say pop now because but I would still say that's R&B.
I was just wondering what because because like Durk do 150, Ed Sheeran do 111. Clearly, Ed's like 30 million times bigger than Durk, right?
Streaming wise, yeah.
How I'm listening now and gathering a thought, I feel like 100, you like a dude that got potential. 150, you like bubbling on all-star till you are all-star. 200, you like a star.
Bryce, don't ever say the word bubbling again.
Yeah, please.
Don't ever say bubbling. Find a different word for bubbling.
Like I said, around is hovering, hovering around all-star or right under it. And then I feel like 200 is you are a star, but like 250, 300 plus you starting to be superstar. I don't necessarily think just because you do 200, you're a superstar. 300, you damn near a superstar. Because I feel like even with Kendrick dropping some mid shit, he did 300.
And that's only for rap, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, only for rap.
Okay.
It's different in other genres for sure.
Okay.
What's good?
I was just wondering because when I see, like a nigga like it's that's confusing to me too. It's like, why would a nigga like Ed Sheeran only do 100,000? But when he goes on tour, he's doing like football stadiums. So it's like, how are you doing football stadiums, but you're only doing
similar to The Weeknd? what we can only do like 30, 40K first week, and then he went
He's
platinum on the album.
when he got beat by Gunna, it was like 130.
Yeah, and then he ended up winning the album went platinum or something like that. Like,
I'm sure, and he does stadiums too. It's like, does first weeks really matter? Or
to a degree.
Does the tour matter more?
So first week,
who's a big artist?
First week matters to classic albums. First week matters to superstar niggas because let's say like it's almost like a solidified thing. It's like, oh, that hoe did 300 and it was a classic album. It's like, oh, that makes sense. Like, it go together, like, to a degree. Versus like it is anomalies where a nigga that he might sell 50K first week, but he go crazy after because just his brand.
Like Khalid.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Or because, like I said before too, like
what
Khalid
was, and then he went crazy.
Or like it could be a new artist thing. It's like, of course, it's first, like when it first dropped, like So Far Gone, when it first dropped, not gonna do 200-300K, but the shit won the Grammy. I'm sure it did major numbers. It's a mixtape, so we will never know, but I'm sure it did crazy numbers after. So it's anomalies in that. But most of the time, when a dude got a good brand and he got good quality music, the numbers first week kind of would reflect it. Not all the time, but yeah, for sure. And then how many dudes we could say be like, hey, bro, he only sold 100K the first week, but that shit went platinum. And that shit don't happen much. It may go gold, so that be kind of the trajectory too. It's like we're kind of looking at the trajectory of where it should go. I guess we should kind of put that into context a little more, because we don't really be adding that into it. Because if you do 300, it's like, oh, that hoe might go platinum. Like, you do 400, that hoe might go platinum. If you do 50, that hoe, you better hope it go gold. And if your albums ain't going gold, bro, let's be real. You're an all-star.
I'm looking at the top hip-hop first week album sales the last decade. I see a lot of Drake, see a lot of Nicki, see a lot of Eminem, J. Cole, Kendrick, Kanye.
Rap albums that went gold last.
So niggas don't be putting respect on Nicki Minaj, man. Come on now.
She did the lowest out of all of the top 10 that did. She did like 253K with Roman Reloaded. That's like the lowest. I think the second lowest was Jesus is King, which is Kanye West. Ironic. And the one that did the highest, ironically, was Views, which isn't a classic to some people. The rise of Drake and Nicki. Yeah, I'm just looking. It's looking kind of crazy when you actually look at, niggas' sales. Yeah, it is pretty much the same names though.
Young Boy Never Broke Again went silver.
Niggas say, I ain't never heard nobody say silver.
What does that
mean? Ain't that above? Oh, that's under gold.
That's under gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one cares about silver.
Let me see. Is it albums? I'm trying to find albums. Oh yeah, albums. Hold on, because it got.
You looking at Young Boy's album sales?
No, I'm looking up gold and platinum albums in the last just years. Juice WRLD, Goodbye, Good Riddance went silver. Money Man went gold. I mean, it's R&B too. Summer Walker went gold. Let me see.
I think we should look at fastest selling albums too. I think that does matter. That also kind of shows your immediate impact.
Invasion of Privacy went silver?
No, that went diamond. That's a diamond album.
Yeah, I don't understand what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I don't know what you're looking at.
I'm on RAA though. Like, that's the official shit.
I would just look at Billboard, honestly. Because that album alone has like 3 diamond records on it, so there's no way that's silver. Which is crazy. She hasn't dropped since. I wouldn't drop either.
Is that the biggest hip hop release, right?
In the last decade?
As far as all the, like you said, all the singles going crazy. Every song is either platinum or gold. Like, wouldn't that be the biggest?
Out of all hip hop? No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think Views still.
No, that's the highest selling. I'm talking about as far as like the amount of the songs that went crazy, right? Like, because if you look at like, show me another album that did, so Invasion of Privacy, right? Bodak Yellow, obviously 11 times platinum. Bartier Cardi with 21, that's 4 times platinum. Be Careful, 4 times platinum. I Like It, 11 times.
Out of all hip hop albums ever,
all hip hop albums,
it's definitely top 3, top 5.
That's a conversation. Does Cardi B have the most successful as far as chart recognition hip hop album?
Marshall Mathers LP.
She the only one that got that? Like what? We can't look at other
I'm
artists.
just asking if I was to pull up an album.
You're
And I
wrong.
was to
She
say,
has
are
the
records
most
on the album?
diamond records, I think.
Is that the most? Is that the most?
No, she doesn't.
Who does that?
Yeah, we gotta be able to find a list of.
She's
other
not even
people
on the
that's-
list, if I'm not mistaken.
We gotta find
What?
other people that's on that list.
Cardi
Most
has
diamond albums.
most diamonds like records
She has
for a hip
two.
hop artist.
Oh,
like,
I'm
no, she
looking
has
at
three.
this shit
She has
wrong. That
three.
shit say platinum.
She had to, but she has.
Oh
three
no,
now.
girl. Oh no, she has a feature with Maroon 5.
I like.
I think what Eminem has like 9 or 11 or
Oh,
something.
Never
like that.
Broke Again went platinum. Juice WRLD shit went platinum. I was looking at that shit wrong.
Top two, like definitely not Cardi.
It's Only Me.
Yesterday.
That was his little baby album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That went
trash
platinum.
shit, yeah. As it should. Playlisting.
Is Lil TJ True to Myself? That's an album.
I don't
Yeah.
listen to TJ.
They said that went
I think
platinum.
it is.
Trapper Die 3,
going-
Lil Jay-Z went gold.
There's a lot of platinum records, bro.
So yeah, it's a lot. But these albums though. Lil Durk shit went platinum last year.
It got to be easy to go platinum with streaming nowadays.
Easy to go to
Life
platinum.
of Pablo went platinum. Him went platinum. Yeah, Detroit 2 went gold.
I really want to look at it. Does Cardi B have the most successful
I gotta
rap
find diamond
album
list.
of all time?
No, D-Friend.
No, she doesn't. No,
What is-
I literally
You're
just said
saying no,
that.
but you're not naming nothing. You're not naming nothing.
Eminem
That's
show.
If
Marshall. No,
two of his
Marshall
albums are. Two of his albums are what, the top 10 diamond albums or something like that.
And you could
Then
say
it's Pop. I
Scorpion.
think
on,
Biggie.
hold on.
Jesus, D-Friend.
You
What
could
are you
argue
getting from?
Scorpion Views, Marshall Mathers LP, Eminem show, Get Rich or Die Trying. You could argue. Hell, you could probably argue Carter 4 and Carter 3. If you're talking about
Putting up a
individual
list.
songs.
I think what y'all are arguing, I'm arguing is like a different thing.
If you're arguing
Like, you're saying the album is diamond, I get that. But I'm just saying if I was to
individual
look at
records, yeah.
like individual records, does she
Yes.
have more multi platinum records than any of those albums?
You said diamond first.
She has 2 diamond records on the album. That's what I'm asking. Does she have more
She has
multi platinum records
She has 3.
on there? But she only has two on that one.
She has 3 on that album. She has 3.
What's the other one?
I like it like that.
That's 1. And Bodak Yellow.
Let me look at it. No, there's another one too. Yeah.
So even if that, she has 3 diamond records on one album. Would that not? What other album has 3 diamond records on it?
Marshall Mathers LP.
Let me see. All eyes.
And that's the highest selling hip hop album to this day still.
See, look, yeah, once again, y'all niggas saying something now.
And again, I'm just mentioning that as a side. I know what you're saying, DeFran. I'm not fucking deaf.
Why do you say his name like that? DeFran.
DeFran.
My wife hate that shit. When she hear a nigga say, "Why you let him say that?" Like,
Drake did it.
Drake
Bodak
did
He
what?
did
Yellow.
11 million with God's Plan, 10 million Hotline Bling, 10 million One Dance. Oh, that all on the same shit.
What are the 2 songs that you said were diamond?
I like it like that in Bodak Yellow, and she has 1 with the Maroon 5. But that was not
What did Be Careful do?
No, I don't think it was on the same album, no.
That's what I'm saying. Be careful. So let me just go through this again. So Bartier Cardi with 21 Savage is 4 times platinum. Be Careful was 4 times platinum.
21
Like
carry.
It was 11 times platinum. Ring was 3 times platinum.
What about Drip?
I don't even see Drip on there.
I'm pretty sure Get Rich or Die Trying's probably done that.
Yeah, definitely.
But even think about that. Even the shit y'all saying will put her in that crazy comment. Drip went platinum.
I mean, she's got writers. Take away them writers. She couldn't do none of this.
All these niggas got writers. Stop
I
saying
see
that.
what, I see what you're saying,
man.
different. I see what you're saying, different. But I mean, I don't respect them. Those 3 hits versus like who was to say Get Rich or Die Trying 3 hits or
We know 50 wrote that.
Oh my god, this nigga.
like none of that shit is better than 21 Questions. Like I just like her shit was cool because of a wave, and she definitely garnered a lot of like just popularity at that time. But I
When we start calling Cardi B a one-hit wonder?
How can she?
I mean, she's not a one hit wonder.
In terms of like what, like one album?
My nigga, you're a 21 Savage fan.
21 has
She's not a
multiple
one
hits.
hit wonder.
At least 21 as bad as Trash Boy over there.
Graduation.
Like
Be
9
crazy.
something first week. It was like 9. I think like 9 something.
Marshall Mathers.
I get what
LP1
you're saying though.
definitely has.
See, her short run was ridiculous, especially from the aspect of like women rap. But yeah.
I mean, it's been a year. If you're talking about a run, it's like a year.
But it was crazy. It was crazy though.
It was.
Because how many artists do that from what difference and just giving her respect? Like you got to give people that.
If you got all the writers in the world, anybody can do that.
Nah, not anybody. It's plenty of people with writers.
Plenty niggas that got writers that ain't doing that.
Maybe Keem got Kendrick writing for him.
The writer argument is so fucking retarded.
J. Cole, they got J. Cole writing for him.
Listen, man, we gave Wardu about 3-4 really great writers. He could do the same thing.
Nah, I mean, I'm not gonna disrespect you because I don't know your talent ability.
I need a label push. That's what I need.
That, like, if that was the case, Quentin Miller would be a fucking pop star.
Yeah, like it's not just writing, bro.
He doesn't have writers,
a whole bunch of other shit.
He is the writer.
But I'm saying that
his shit, the shit that.
Trell, do you think when you talk, my niggas?
Listen, bro. Imagine if Drake
is the writer.
Oh my god.
Imagine if Quentin Miller had right. He was the writer.
Kid is always good, my boy.
Party next. What's the Party Fontaine? His shit hard. I liked his one of his albums.
Yeah, I like his shit.
Man, that man was
a writer. He a writer.
It's clearly not about writing.
Shout out Party, man. He lost me.
And Neo's one of the greatest writers of all time.
Hey man, we said we were gonna do a whole hip hop for 2 hours, and we did a whole hip hop for 2 hours.
That's how I go. You start rolling into the shit. Shit start rolling.
Because streaming wasn't a thing.
Older albums do not have much platinum tracks because streaming wasn't a thing. Only released singles and albums had certification. I mean, I understand that, but I'm just saying.
That's another one hit wonder also.
You start putting her into them conversations of like this, whatever. Even if you just do the streaming era, who else has a platinum song on every song?
Drake, Scorpion. That's about it. Well, Travis, Astroworld. I think those are the only two. Probably.
Bro, the art,
that every song.
The art of like great music is slowly leaving rap.
Bryce, you just lost all hope, huh?
And you can see it in the albums, bro. Yeah, for sure. Because, like he said, Graduate did 960. Think about Graduation. Multiple mega hits. Think about some of the Carters. Multiple mega hits. You brought up 50 shit. Multiple mega hits. Like, not just some shit that, oh, that shit was cool and trendy. Like, no, like, great, undoubtable classic shit. Like, 808 Heart Bass, like so many great undoubtable shit on there. Like even some shit from Life of Pablo, like it ain't gonna be like mega hits, but like some great shit from them.
These are established artists though.
My point though is like these people are supposed to be establishing themselves, and we drop it. It's like it was a good song on there. It was I like that song, but it ain't.
So
like,
you think it's easier? You think it's easier to get established in the streaming era compared to back then?
I don't know that. I'm just going more to like. I guess we were spoiled, or we had a great era where niggas was dropping shit and it was multiple like platinum, at least sounding records on the album. I can't fact check it and say it was like that, but because he said obviously the streaming shit is different. But like I said, when a lot of these dudes when they drop, bro, it was multiple great songs, not just Body Ya. Like,
don't do that.
I'm just saying. Like that's gonna be the hit that make him go platinum. It's like, okay, cool. That's the one song.
Well, it's a different era. It's a different era. Shorter attention spans,
man, trash era.
People don't want to hear that conscious shit. They want to hear about your booty hole being brown, man.
You might want to hear that shit, bro.
I'm telling you.
Triple platinum.
Platinum. After this pod, I'm gonna have to do a really deep dive into 2010 to 2020.
I roll up. Whenever you call, baby,
that's
I
back in the good days, huh, Bryce? Bryce started
smiling. Wiz Khalifa.
Bring back memories. Yes.
Taylor gang.
Taylor gang. That's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a drop off. Yeah, it has. We still got Uzi though. We still got Jack Harlow.
No hits on them albums.
Still got Baby Keem.
How many hits did Jack Harlow have? Jack Harlow shit been out a week. We ain't that shit. How long Jack Harlow
got at least 2?
How long Jack Harlow shit been out?
To be fair though, that nigga wasn't trying to make a hit. He
wasn't trying to
make music, bro.
It's quiet.
Oh, you dropped, you flopped. Like no,
it's quiet.
It's different.
If it was, he ain't have to try. But if it was a quality album, it still have a little buzz around. Ain't nobody talking about this shit.
You think Untitled was a quality album?
Yeah, decent.
What hits on there?
Shit, Untitled 1,
Dixie.
Untitled 2.
Untitled 1, that no nigga don't talk. I ain't never heard somebody say, bro, you heard, hey bro, turn on Untitled 1 January 1st when he said, don't nobody say that shit.
That was
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Jack has quite a
Come
few hits
on,
though.
come
For
on.
Was Untitled
come
Kendrick's
on,
album,
come
right?
on, Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 2 flopped
Come
albums.
on, come on, come on.
You say he got
I
2
think he
flop
has more than
albums?
2.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't say flop, but like underwhelming. Kendrick
Nah,
albums.
Untitled has some shit on there, but not no like, oh yeah, it's nothing but hits. But it has some like, if you like Kendrick, it was some decent shit.
I fuck with that Roddy song. That's my favorite one from that album.
T-shirt Billy. Watch on my wrist, but I want that.
Bro, you tell me that's not a hit. That's 2023 biggest hit.
Isn't that one nigga, that Armani nigga?
Yeah.
I forgot his. Yeah. I was gonna interview him.
Why didn't interview him? They got the biggest song in the world.
The biggest song in the world, Dufresne.
It's on the top 2023 songs. Shit.
On what, TikTok?
Some playlist nigga made on
Bryce, you're right, bro. Oh, bro.
Spotify playlist nigga made.
Niggas needed. I need to get back in the studio. Y'all niggas dropping trash. I gotta
Why you gonna
heal the streets.
add more garbage to the streets?
I gotta
God
heal the
damn.
streets.
Hey, this is number one song.
Durk almost
This
healed.
is
You
number
feel
one
me?
song
I
in
gotta.
2023.
Hey,
Come
be
on,
hard
man.
though.
All right. Anyways,
Come
people
on,
take you serious
man.
as a rapper if you have one viral song.
And
I don't
that's
think
sad
they
these
take you serious.
days.
I don't think they take you serious.
That's all it takes for a.
I think labels
Yeah.
look at you to capitalize off you, but I don't think people really take them people seriously.
If you have
Like,
enough
I
of a
don't think nobody
following on
really
social
takes the
media-
sexy red girl that I'm out of town, fucking with my. I don't think nobody really takes her seriously as a rapper. Nobody's like, oh my god, she's gonna be. I don't think so, but
I think she's an industry plant. I don't think that was organic
I
either. So
to respond or
Nah,
to,
that
I
was
think
organic.
I think to add to
I don't think.
my bad. I think to add to Sensei point, I think it's kind of just saying like that's all it takes to kind of get in the like limelight these days. It don't take too
oh yeah, that's
many
all it
hits.
takes. Yeah, because she said she dropped that shit 3 months ago, and then she just started going crazy.
Yeah, and it's
And now
like
she's famous. Now she's next to Nicki Minaj on live.
Maybe social media's ruined.
Think about how easy.
hip-hop.
Think about the. You got that. That's a good point. Look at that low bar. Like that girl made a song where she said, "Fuck with my rounds, pussy pink, my booty hole brown," and she's sitting next to one of the greatest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is she sitting next to Nicki Minaj?
Maybe so we ain't
That's
got no more
Nicki's bag.
gatekeepers
Pretty much.
anymore.
That's Nicki's bag.
That could make Nicki look bad, but I'm just saying, like that kind of leads to the point, like hip hop, like bro, that's the motherfucker that's can sit next to Nicki Minaj. All people that are actually talented, and this is the person that she decides to align with and sit next to. Like, it's, I don't know.
I mean, she did a song with the girl that said that nigga a munch. I mean,
and what's even worse,
Chris
bro.
ain't a good song though. Come on.
What's even worse, besides J. Cole, I feel like even Drake. Obviously, you see the baby doing this shit, Lil Uzi doing this shit. I feel like Kendrick do it to a degree. They be trying to acquiesce to the new kind of sound a little bit, and it don't be it work for them because they who they are, but that shit don't be hitting all the time. Like we hear some of these Drake hits that's like, you know, he trying to be that's supposed to be a TikTok song. It's like it's Drake, so he get
yeah,
by
we
with
know.
it.
Yeah,
But
Yeah, we know
other
that.
artists that's not on his level be doing that same shit, and it's like that's where the shit get
Sounds
dead.
corny.
Everybody trying to get TikTok hit. Like that shit is dead.
That's where we are, bro. That's
And I see my big rappers doing it, and I get frustrated with them. So I know it. I know it's true with all the other rappers too, bro. Like,
they're either doing that or they're trying to pander to women.
yeah,
A female rapper is trying to pander, like Sierra doing all that. Oh, I don't need a man type shit. Like, yeah, it's all over. It's all over the place. They don't know what they don't. They have no musical identity. They just following the trend. Whatever the trend is, whatever they know is gonna get them.
I low key felt that with Lil Durk album. That's why we here today. I low key felt that about Lil Durk album.
I don't think it was necessarily trendy what he was trying to do. I just think he was
he
trying to put together a concept.
He
like,
got a lot of like
almost healed, like he just lost D thing. Like
he got a lot of like hood.
it's a
trendy-
concept behind that. It's not like how is it a trend?
Nigga, you talking about almost healed? Like that album actually reflect like his actual songs actually reflected that. A few songs reflected almost healed.
I mean, if you listen to it, it kind of
A
did.
few
like,
songs reflected that. Just like how he was like, "Oh, I'm trying to change. Don't blame it on me." Then the next 15 songs is just like right back to Lil Durk being regular Lil Durk.
Well, it's not all like that.
Outside of the
Almost
love
healed. He's not fully
Almost
healed.
healed.
Like I said,
yes.
I'm not
Almost
listening.
healed.
You threw me all off my point. This nigga just be talking. He threw me all off my point. I don't even know what the fuck I was trying to say anymore.
You said he was doing trendy shit. What was the trendy?
Yeah, just
shit
like his bars and shit like that. Like his style, his approach. Like he'll say some shit that low key be a little corny. I know he said like some Starbucks something made me something, bro. It was like some of the like some weird shit like he'll just try to say to be like even when like people talk shit about Drake, they was like I'm an owl, but I never tell you who. Like people kind of like try.
That's a bar.
Oh my bad, I didn't even hit that one.
I'm not, but some people argue that it could be a little cheesy, a little lame. I feel like Lil Durk be doing it and don't be getting executed to that same way. It's like he'll try to say some shit that's like make some shit a new saying or some shit. I'm like, that shit just not it. It was a lot of that.
If Big Sean said that same bar, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, niggas would be shitting on that.
Yo, D-Friend, why don't you talk about
I don't know, man.
Oh, bro.
Old dude.
Oh man.
Won the NFL.
This is my favorite song. I ain't gonna lie.
What's the name of this one?
I think before Phaedra.
Ooh, I get on my knees and pray to Allah. Come on, man.
I think before Phaedra or something.
What you saying? You talking about the football nigga? What you talking about?
Yeah, the ex-football player's girl.
What about? We supposed to keep y'all niggas off of that topic.
What?
Man, what you mean?
Y'all niggas are music correspondents. I ain't never heard y'all niggas talk about no real life shit.
What the fuck?
You talking about Warden?
I don't know.
You talking about this nigga Trell? Trell is one of them. I'll talk about anything, nigga. What the fuck?
All right. You know what?
I'm tired of talking about music, bro.
I'll let one of y'all
do that, nigga.
This will be the last topic. I'll let one of y'all niggas lead us into the conversation, and you start off with your thoughts on it. One of y'all. Let's see.
All right. So
Flying Low said, please kick them off for the real topics.
And we need a transition. We need context into the conversation. I'm just going to points.
Yeah,
nigga, it's some shit about a fuck NFL player. Like a video came out about an NFL player's girl getting in a fight with him, and like I guess she's saying like she called her brother to go beat his ass over some shit because like she like found something on his phone that she was like cheating or some shit like that, and she got mad. It's like, yo, called his brother to say, yo, come shoot this shit up or some shit, and they became like a whole thing. They got like video of the shit on the Ring camera and shit.
That boy dumped that clip on the news.
He dumped the whole clip on him. We got like I think it was like an AR-15 and just started
39
shooting
rounds.
up.
Kill somebody. You know,
how many rounds?
39.
I was listening to Act talk about it. Yeah, I was listening to Act talk.
Free
about
my boy, man. He ain't do nothing wrong.
That's how to me. That's how I feel. If you cut them out at 12 a.m., it's kind of like open season.
If you on my property, it's like
that's wild. They even charge them. That's the crazy part. They actually
and they're in Florida, so it's like
stand your
ground shit.
Nah, they did not a stand your ground thing.
They did, see that's the crazy part. It's like
that's stupid.
I feel like
yeah.
they
It
give
was
the stand your
Zimmerman
ground.
who get off.
That's what I'm saying. They give it to the certain people that get it, but like Travis Rudolph, you don't get that same.
I wonder
get
why.
that same courtesy. Me honestly too. I think that she should be on trial. I think she should
be
do
that. They ain't gonna do
she
that.
got subpoenaed, so she can't get locked up. She got a subpoena, some shit like that.
That's not what a subpoena mean, but go ahead.
Yeah, let's not take legal advice from Warden.
What does it mean?
Subpoena just mean that
like a summons to like
go to court.
Come to court.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I get what you're saying.
But my point saying that is like
We're trying to
you see these text messages where she's telling them, "Hey, come shoot the shit up." Now, obviously, all of them have to be held accountable for what they did by pulling up. But it's like she's the catalyst for it. Like I always say, like in Texas, like if I go on a robbery.
So that's another thing. Are they charging the other dudes that pulled up to his crib?
I don't think so. I think one of them niggas taking the stand.
The brother, I think one of them's on the stand. Yeah,
that's what's crazy to me. How are they not like?
They the victims.
You pulled up to somebody's.
I mean, she should technically get fucking arrested for conspiracy. Like,
and she sent a text message saying that y'all need to kill this nigga. At least,
but not even yet. If it's all on the Ring doorbell, that means they should have caught him jumping, bro. Because bro said they surround him.
Also, it wasn't just the like they pulled up in the lawn. He started shooting.
Nah, they tried to jump him. I think they started jumping his brother.
Said where he at. His brother came outside and he ran back in the house, grabbed a gun, came out, started shooting.
Grabbed a gun, lit their ass up, nigga, on some Call of Duty.
He said
shit.
it was either us or it was them. That's what he was in fight or flight, and he shot their ass.
And then they ran away into the car, and then like his whole defense was he saw a guy in the car when they were running away that had a gun. That's why he was scared for his life and he started shooting.
The whole
because you have to prove intent, so that's why he brought it up.
So one thing you shouldn't have to do that. Somebody pulls up your crib trying to incite violence
at 12 a.m. It's like, all right.
You would think so, but
at 12 a.m. Come on, bro.
That's why I tell y'all, New York, Florida, and Texas are one of the worst places in like America.
I don't know about that, but I ain't gonna say that. And I'm a Cali nigga, but
especially Texas.
I'd rather be here than California. I'll tell you that much.
I ain't never heard nobody say, "Ooh, we moving to North Carolina." Ain't nobody's ever said that.
Hey,
You gotta get rid of Texas.
Nobody's ever said, "Ooh, Texas had some of the highest, motion of people moving here."
Yeah, it's
Obviously,
motion all right,
niggas wanna
moving
move
out.
here. No, they're moving in.
Because
No,
y'all
niggas
rent so
moving.
cheap. Y'all renting houses so
Niggas
cheap.
is moving into Austin crazy, and that's a small city. Niggas is moving to Austin crazy in the last year.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's just awesome.
Bryce Trail really believe like these Instagram pages where they'll like show this fucking 2-story townhouse, right? Nice fucking townhouse. They'll be like $800 for rent, fucking 3 bedroom. Like this we ain't no fucking three bedroom townhouse in Houston for $800, nigga. Nowhere.
That shit fake as hell.
yeah,
Oh,
our
God,
houses are
bro.
cheap for like square foot.
See?
They're
No,
not.
but
The house market's kinda
there's
bad, though.
there's
Yeah.
no 3-story townhouse for rent at $800 in Houston.
They're still
No.
not like anybody can afford it. Like I can't just go to afford a house right now just because
All
it's
right,
cheaper.
all right,
than, like,
D-Fran.
New
I'm gonna go
York.
to Zillow after this. I'm gonna send you some links.
And if it is, it's like next to nothing. Like it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
What,
But
that's
look,
all,
I
that's all of
got-
Texas.
Flying Low said, pull up, nigga. He said he's gonna be in North Carolina in September.
Tell him to pull up to the chat. He told me others to pull up to the chat first. My boy
I
ain't
got-
Canada yet.
Anyways, we going off course. Back to the
Look,
topic.
look,
Back to the
I
nigga
got-
who the NFL player.
I got an amazing point for you guys because D-Fran was just grilling last week the red pill community and the reason
here
why
we
it
go.
Oh,
exists.
Lord, here we go.
W Sneeko.
Let me get my
W
goddamn bag. You know what the most crazy thing about the story is? She get mad at him for cheating, and she's fucking married.
She's married. She
If he had
separated
look-
though. She
If he
separated.
had a little
though.
red
That
pill,
don't
if he
count.
had a little red pill in his life, he wouldn't have been fucking with that crazy woman that was probably combative, talked a lot of shit, clearly was toxic, clearly had a lot of red flags. See, red pill exists so niggas don't lose their football career.
But these niggas
I do.
still deal with them women too. The niggas in red pill. Look at
I do agree with Bryce with this though, because this ain't the first time
Touche.
she punched him on that ring doorbell. That ain't the first time she did that.
But look at the type of
Touche,
girl you're
different.
associating yourself with, though. Like, and she's married, and her type of attitude, the way she was talking to the judge and the prosecutor, bro. Have you seen the video?
Yeah, like why? Like
That shit is wild,
out of
bro.
all the women, I even I listened to Chronicle Judah. He was talking about like Earl Spence or one of these boxers.
Yeah,
Like the
I
type of
remember that.
women they got around them, kind of just like you can have better quality women when you at that level. Like you dealing with a
Yeah.
woman that's out of that's halfway out of a relationship that's still toxic and like, bro, you
So
got
Travis
too many
That's
Rudolph
options.
is watching
married?
Roller Tomasi.
You got too
He's
many
big.
options, bro, for you to be getting into a serious relationship with these type of women, bro. Like it's just these niggas don't be having no guidance, and that's what that red pill is for. But what different? I will say this: when a nigga get a good point, you gotta trust the message, not the messenger, because even like you said, them niggas got caught up as well with that same type of shit. So it ain't like you listen to a shit and you gonna go unfathomable. Like you
Them
just ain't
niggas
gonna
thought they
never
was
get caught
them
up.
niggas thought they was grilling my nigga I've been preached today. They was not doing that. They was not. They thought they
Yes,
was.
they were,
not.
nigga.
Them niggas thought they
Stop.
was cooking.
Stop.
Then you
Nah.
preach. It looks
So you
like a
did see that
gorilla.
video?
Like nigga, shut. Come on, that's what y'all
So
niggas.
you-
I thought he
okay.
about to expose these niggas for real and say some crazy
He
shit.
did.
Niggas, he's a
He
snake
did.
because he came on my show. Why y'all you red pill niggas? What y'all bitching
He
about? Niggas?
is.
I thought they were cool.
No,
They
I
would.
thought they were too, but then
They
like
wouldn't-
they made 20 videos about them niggas for
They
no
make videos
reason.
about everybody.
Nigga, don't Abba and Preach get more views and have more subscribers than Fresh and Fit? Why are you still talking about them?
no, it's about the
Leave them
same.
alone.
It's about the same
You can
level.
talk about niggas that got.
But their views are way more than way more.
But that's
way more.
that's their channel though. They review
they're live
like,
streamers.
and they react to YouTube shit. They react
What
to
you talking
Jubilee.
about?
They react
Fresh
to
is one of the biggest
they-
trending topics.
that's-
What are you talking about?
that's the weird shit. They react to blue pill shit and they react to red pill shit because Jubilee is the most soft liberal fucking channel ever. They gonna push the most like soft narratives ever. Then they gonna critique shit that's hardcore red pill. Like they critique and just get their perspective on shit. Like you can't respect the man. You gotta respect the man for that. Like
Oh, that Target shit? I know that, yeah.
28 billion. That's crazy.
salute to
I'm
the
still going to
world.
Target. I don't get no fuck. I'm still going to Target.
Nigga said, I don't give a fuck.
That's where the hoes be at.
The combo to some of you know Bryce because you know you don't know red pill.
Oh, wow. He dissing your red pill knowledge, bro.
Fly low, hit the chat nigga if you want to talk.
Yeah,
red
you
pill.
doing all this typing, my boy. Click cam up.
Oh, I'm
What are
busy.
you talking about? They can't
You want
speak
the
on
debate,
Fresh
nigga?
Fit
Come on
'cause
right
that's
now,
on
nigga.
the
Oh,
channel.
talking all that junk, bro. You see,
I'm saying
cammed up multiple times.
Low, I'm saying why would you even like there's no you making 20 videos about them?
My boy,
Why
That's
do
like
you
saying
care
why would
that
academics
much,
talk
bro?
about Rory anymore? or my son or any of these.
The only time he mentions Rory is when Rory addresses something about Act. Like he doesn't go out his way talking about Rory 24/7.
He's way
making
smaller,
whole videos
way
about Rory.
smaller
Like
than
he's
that
not
nigga.
doing that.
If Roy was a relevant rapper,
you saying like Fresh and Fit is like they're like a nigga with like 1,000 subs. Like they have 1.
And there's an actual personal issue
They
there.
have
like,
1.2 million subs. Why? And they
never use personal attacks when they talk about their channel.
They definitely do.
They,
Drop the link.
They never use personal attacks. They just talk about their points and how they disagree with them. And they got the right to do that. You agree with everything Fresh and Fit say?
No, I don't
So
agree
you-
with every.
So if you
I don't agree with anything anybody says.
So you can't create a reaction channel off of like a trending conversation that they usually have.
You can do what you want, but if you're like making 20 videos about Fresh and Fit,
They got 20
and they're
Jubilee
not
videos
responding,
too.
they're not responding, they're not giving you attention at all. Like you would just think to just stop, right? And
Well,
just focus on yourself.
That would make sense if they was creating a video.
I got 30 Joe Budden videos. That nigga ain't saying nothing to me.
Yeah, and they're not.
Yeah, but you're not Alba and Preach like.
And they're not
But I'm
creating
like,
a
why they
video to
should
garner
respond
attention
to
from
you?
them.
Like y'all not getting the millions of views on videos.
You act like
reacting to other people.
when Alba and Priest drop these 20 things, they coming at it like it's a diss track, nigga. They just dropping their opinion.
I see
Ain't
the
no
boy
diss
scared to
track.
hit the link.
Y'all clearly chose a side. That's cool.
I mean, I haven't.
Before
Fresh and
doing all that
Fit-
typing in the chat
Fresh and
while he
Fit
at
be
work,
wrong a
was
lot
scared
of
to hit the
times.
link.
He said you clean floors, Tro.
Hey
What you
man,
gonna do?
listen, he's scared to hit that link. So he hit that link, I don't want to hear nothing.
I showed my face.
Yeah, my boy been typing. My boy been typing. since
We ain't called Trill all type of Dungeon Dragons and shit, and he still popped on. You gotta respect the nigga.
300.
You gotta
Yeah, I ain't
respect
gonna
the
lie,
nigga,
yeah.
bro.
Look, that nigga Trail like that. I should never turn my camera on.
But no, I'm saying you gotta respect him for getting on. Like,
Take your hood
Most-
off, nigga.
Yeah, let me see that bald head, nigga.
Take your hood off.
Lil Bill had ass.
Wardo. Go somewhere else.
Lil Bill had ass. Oh
That
god.
nigga said he got a
But yeah.
serious job, not cleaning up the
nah,
floor.
Trill, you
like
do look like
Trail.
you about 35. I ain't gonna hold you.
But no bullshit though. Like I'm back to I've appreciate. If you go to that channel and you look at it, right? You say they made these videos, right? So Tim Cass destroys Fresh and Fit to their face over copyright strikes. That niggas try to take that channel down. Like
That was
Fresh
that
and
was an
Fit
L.
copycat,
That was
but
an
even
L
worse.
move.
Fresh and Fit had Charleston White on there saying he used to rape white women, right? That's something you got to talk about. That's viral. That's crazy.
That got debunked. He literally debunked. If you actually watch what they were saying,
Nah, I've heard him
you
say
would
that
know
before though.
But I'm pretty sure you just watched.
Yeah,
it
even then, hold.
You never
I'ma
heard
be
Charleston White
real.
talk about raping white women?
Even then,
He literally
if we gonna
addressed it
talk
on that
about-
stream I sent on the group chat.
But he's talked about it multiple times and joked about it. If we can say fucking pearly things, having a racist dude on is crazy. A nigga is saying that he'll rape a bitch and she deserved to be raped. Like, come on now. A nigga can react to that. A nigga can hold you accountable to that. Even if you are right for holding them on or having them on. Don't act like you ain't gonna get no backlash.
I'm not saying you can't react to it. I'm saying if you're going to react to it,
reasonable
and you're saying,
backlash.
I was the same nigga that went on Adam 22 shit and says I only like people or talk to niggas that have integrity. You're not
wrong with
putting
that?
any integrity behind your reaction. You're not putting any integrity into any of the
Oh, 'cause you
reactions.
said
You're
Adam
not doing.
22?
Yeah, he said that literally to him on an interview.
Are you saying that's a contradiction because he was on Adam 22 or because of his reaction videos?
Because the reaction videos that he's doing on Fresh and Fit, like he's not doing putting in the proper context behind like any of the shit. And if you look at the clips as he's reacting to it, he cuts it up in a certain way. Like you can clearly see it's.
They usually get enough.
There's no
context.
integrity in that, bro.
They
Like,
usually give enough context. I watch.
y'all gonna say I'm defending Fresh and Fit?
No,
Alright.
I watch.
You are. You
I
are working the
watch-
back.
I watch Alba and Preach just as much as I watch Fresh and Fit, and when they make videos, they usually give enough context in the conversation that they have, and like, it's hard to argue that these dudes not credible people, bro. If that's like if you're trying to argue that just because they don't fuck with Fresh and Fit, like these dudes ain't some like outrageous takes and some like dudes that's just trying to get shock jocks and just trying to get views off other people, like. They be giving appropriate, respectable backlash. Come on, D-Fred. Give me some more lists of shit they reacted to for Fresh and Fit. I like this.
You gotta say Fresh and Fit.
Fresh and Fit admit they miss us and want to get physical.
Stupid.
I mean,
Because
they
they
was
were saying they
talking
want to
shit.
fight. They was talking shit. They responded talking shit.
Uh-oh.
The Emperor has no clothes. I don't know what that means.
He literally addressed.
Gunna
all
dropping
this.
tomorrow. Oh wait, no, tonight. No,
Nigga,
tomorrow.
You're late as fuck. He's dropping tonight, technically. Yeah.
Trill, you gotta go. You interrupting the conversation. we having a nigga just hopping and saying bullshit.
Mid
I get
sentence.
it. You don't give a fuck about the Fresh Fit Abba shit. It's trending, nigga. We
That
gonna
nigga
talk
say
about it.
gonna. Okay, brother. Okay.
All right.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I know it is. Anyways, alpha male don't please their women. I don't know what the fuck. Maybe they said some crazy, like they be saying crazy shit.
DeFran, if you actually watched that live stream that I put in the group chat,
I'm
if
up.
you watched
I mean,
it
it's
in
3
its
hours.
entirety,
Give me time. I was out with my family. Jesus Christ.
yes, he broke down all of these
stream.
reactions that they have on their channel. He broke down every single one of those videos and he addressed them and he debunked why they're all fraudulent. And there's no integrity in any of those reactions.
So about the Charleston White thing, what's fraudulent about the Charleston White thing?
I didn't watch the full shit either, but he addressed
I thought you just said it was debunked. So what did you? How you gonna say it's debunked? You didn't even watch
because
it.
he said before the stream started he was going to talk about every single
And
reaction.
so just because he said it,
just because he said it, don't mean he actually debunked it. He could have been saying bullshit his ass. I thought you watched the shit.
I was like an hour and a half in, and he was literally going on their page and went through video.
So
give me one debunking. Give me one debunking.
Okay, what one did you see that was debunked?
The rape shit. He debunked that shit.
What did he say?
He was talking about he didn't pull up the text that were before the text that she said. They didn't pull up like the text like all of
What
the
you
text
talking about?
before.
What rape you talking about? Charleston White rape?
I'm talking about Charleston White.
Or you talking about?
I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one.
I'm talking about
Charleston
Abba. You talking about Fresh and Fit and that white girl?
Yeah, no, it's some shit to where Abba was saying that and Abba said it on the Adam 22 shit. He was like, I don't associate myself with rapists. He just threw that out there because a girl had said that, Fit tried to rape me or some shit, and he pulled up the text
you
that
getting
had
that
no
shit
context.
confused with the nigga in blue hair.
No, Destiny. I'm not talking
Destiny or what? No, not Destiny. The other
No,
nigga, H3. That's who did that. And Abba Priest defended him.
Yeah, why would you defend that without having all
No,
the facts?
Abba and Priest defended Fresh and Fit because they was like, that don't even make sense just listening to the girl's story.
You would have to watch the video. He broke down everything.
I gotta see
but I watched Abba and Priest video of that.
Yeah, that's the problem. You need to watch Fresh and Fit.
It's not nothing to watch. They was on his side.
There's nothing to watch.
You're tripping because I watched the video and they were literally on Fresh and Fit side.
I'm telling you, Fresh and Fit literally. I'm telling you, Fresh and Fit pulled up Abba and Preach's reaction to what they were saying. Everything that they've said, they reacted to it and debunking it.
If we talking about the same situation with when he was like, he told the girl to put mouthwash in her mouth if they want to kiss.
I don't know.
And the girl that made him walk,
and the girl
that they made her walk back to the hotel, that was like a mile away, and she exaggerated, made it seem like it was a long way away.
Exactly what Flying Low said in the chat, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think you misinformed, bro. Because I
don't know exactly
I've been up to, like I said, I don't be watching a lot of Adam 22 shit. I be hip on the Fresh and Fit Alba shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I think you're wrong on this one, but
I think y'all just have to actually watch the shit and not just.
You ain't watch it.
I was watching it, bro. How you gonna tell me I wasn't watching it?
How you
gonna tell me?
You didn't say that.
What rape
How you gonna tell me
situation
I wasn't
you
watching
referring
shit?
to?
I was watching. I was watching it.
You brought up this
in the
rape
car
shit,
watching it. What are you talking about?
You brought up this rape shit, but you're not giving like context to what conversation was it. You like, I don't know. You ain't giving no other context.
I wasn't really listening. I was getting food.
Oh, you ain't watch it. So you ain't watching.
I have YouTube Premium, Bryce.
So but you can't even give a good summary or something, bro. You failed. If a teacher told you to write a book, if a teacher told you to read a book and then present a summary on what the book was about, you would fail, nigga. What are you talking about,
Bryce? If you actually watched it, you wouldn't have to question if I.
All right, everybody, hush. I want to see this the rape thing right here. I'm about to play it.
Wrong.
I found the rape. I just want to see.
Maybe the friend could actually play it.
Hello.
Thank you, I just said that.
Hello.
This nigga ain't got no context.
No context. Why don't you just play the shit?
But we can't talk because it's gonna echo.
Don't talk. It's gonna echo.
All right,
let me find it.
And Flying Low, you're the gayest nigga in here.
All right. Let's see. So this is the timestamp for the rape shit. Let me just go. I want to go straight to it because I don't want to overdo it. Where's it at? Abba rape. Myron didn't rape him. Okay, Abba calls Myron a rapist. Come on, bitch, play. I gotta see. That bitch just playing. Now I got the shit on with y'all niggas. Now I don't want to play. Where Warder go? He gone?
No, I'm here.
Oh, that nigga running?
I'm not Bryce.
Oh, no, that bitch ain't playing.
Pause. What the fuck are you talking about?
How was that a pause?
Cause nigga running, I don't know what the fuck you mean. I ain't never ran from shit.
How was that a pause though? What?
Bitch, I tell my girl to stop running. What the fuck you talking about, nigga?
Nah, that
Come
shit
on,
ain't play. That
nigga.
shit ain't play. That shit
How was
ain't
that
play.
a pause? What?
He
That
thought
shit
you
gay
talking
as
like running
fuck.
from dick and shit like that.
Man, you ain't running
All right,
from
so that's
nothing.
where your mom went to first.
Look, they still not
Nah,
gonna
I
pay.
ain't
They
never ran
still
from a
not gonna
fight.
pay.
I ain't never ran from nothing. I don't know what the fuck you referring to.
Low, are you scared at work,
Lost to
nigga?
say otherwise.
Huh?
I said,
Sure,
Low, are
I
you
ain't
scared
never
at
ran
work?
from money old sorry ass invites.
You ran from the last one.
Nigga, you ain't had shit
There.
down.
Ran
No,
from the
no.
last one, making
On
all
one
the
side,
excuses.
right? He
All
goes
right,
out and
y'all,
says
all right,
that I
y'all.
try to get girls to fuck to come on the show. Debunk. Next thing he says, y'all remember this clip right here? You guys say, oh, yo, Byron, let it go, let it go. Would y'all let it go if someone said some bullshit like this about you on a big ass podcast with 4 million subscribers?
Fuck, well, what am I going to spend my day socializing with somebody who's like a rapist? Like,
Wait,
you know
what?
Like,
Hold on. See, this is what.
Look how sneaky he is. He even said the simile of like.
Yeah.
This snake fight. He even said he's like.
Bro. Well, again, for y'all, just in case y'all missed it, because everyone seems to have fucking amnesia when it comes to what these guys did that stimulated us responding. One more time for y'all.
fuck, well, what am I going to spend my day socializing with somebody who's like a rapist? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh! Here's what I did for y'all.
We'll get no other
I went
context.
ahead and found the clip where we actually addressed this situation with the girl.
Hold on, I gotta hear.
But that's what I'm like. I gotta hear what the fuck else he said. Like,
Yeah,
I don't even know if you're talking about
hold
Albion
on.
Preach.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're talking about
Nigga,
Preach.
he plays it in the stream if you let it play. God damn.
What
the fuck?
Coolest podcast in the world.
Let it
today
play.
we have a very, very talented.
You're just going to the actual. Just let it play, bro. He plays everything, bro.
I'm at the actual interview, nigga.
We ain't about to sit here and wait for him to go through three
is
different
it?
things.
What is that playing? Y'all hear that?
Not anymore.
You tripping, my boy.
Yeah, you wildin', bro.
Hold on, I'm tripping. Hold on.
Left it alone, bro. See, that's karma right there.
That's that Texas water hitting.
That's some sports bitch shit playing.
That's crazy.
We can't hear it.
Okay, I can. Okay, let me.
Too much that Texas water. How you hearing stuff?
What's that? But anyways, here we go.
Having a real conversation is just
That's
just
corny.
not. The audience is not going to relate to it, and as men, we should be better than that. I think
it has nothing. Listen, man, you know this. It's like
having a real.
emotions are coming out in that moment. So, reflection of who you are, because you're not comfortable. So you can't put on a facade. You can't try to button things up. You're feeling some type of way. Your real emotions are coming out in that moment. So, the way I interpret that is like, okay, there's some imbalances there. There's some things you need to sort out on your own.
Yeah, because I mean, just making it about the clout and stuff instead of just having a real conversation is just
That's
just
corny.
not. If the audience is not going to relate to it, and as men, we should be better than that. I think
It has nothing. Listen, man, you know this. It's like you see people with large followings, people with small followings. It's not a reflection of their character. It's never a reflection of their character. So to bring that up in a conversation with grown men is like, what are you talking about? You're really gonna talk? Oh, the only reason you're talking is because you have 2 million followers. How old are you?
right.
That's like something like here on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is a grown man you're boasting numbers about followers in a conversation about ideas? That's crazy to me. You imagine Jordan Peterson having a conversation with journalists and be like, do you know how many Twitter followers? That sounds stupid.
Yeah.
Right. So
he loses the argument right there as soon as he starts to make it about that.
and they would all lose respect for him because they're like, bro, nobody. Do you think that makes you a better person because you have numbers?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the stuff that I don't understand. So for me, it was just like it was clearly a lapse in judgment on their part. But it's like, where did that come from? More than anything, this is what I think about people. If you act a certain way under duress, under stress, where's that crazy response? Then you have to do some inner dialogue. Because I don't care how many times I put you in certain scenarios, there's no way you're going to come out with specific responses. Meaning, if I come to you in the street and say, hey, Adam, you're stupid, you're not going to just start losing your mind and throwing off your pants in the street and doing all that. Because there's something there if you would have that response, right? You would agree. You have some mental imbalance. If someone insults you and you start shitting in your hand, something's like, is this man imbalanced? That's how I think a lot of people need to think about themselves when they react negatively to confrontation or anything like that.
To be fair, I think that they realized that they handled it poorly because they deleted the videos and kind of offered a little bit of an apology.
I don't think that's realizing. I think there's a
I think their fans and the fan reaction probably helped them to realize.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I don't know what goes on in people's minds. I don't know what's going on in people's hearts. So if someone says something, I'm like, cool, I can't know for sure, whatever. But I would say it's highly just as possible that they saw how bad it was for business and decided to change that up. And again, now we're still not talking about values and character. But now we're still talking about business. YouTube is not just business. people come on there for real personality and authenticity. So when you come crooked, people see that and they start to, that's the genesis of this website. This whole platform is all about authentic characters who are making no money but just want to do cool stuff. So when you come on this phony business, because
you guys could totally still be cool after that video that you guys made, and it could have still been really good for content if you guys had just gone back and forth and talked about it, and it didn't have to be the sort of life or death
I
thing,
can't be cool with people who don't have integrity. That's me personally. I won't go after you, but if you're someone who I think is a reprehensible person, I'm not trying to have business relations with you. Why would I? Fuck, why am I going to spend my day socializing with somebody who's like a rapist? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but this is some
niggas don't understand context.
I don't think he said like he's a. He's just saying like I don't know. Maybe I'm.
He's saying like, why? If I don't fuck with people that don't have integrity, that's like me wanting to hang out with a rapist. He's like, I don't respect the rapist. I don't respect people without integrity. Keep playing it just so I can hear the more context, but that's the context that I heard. Just
throwing out the rapist word is crazy.
Why would I put my name beside yours?
But that's not calling him a rapist.
If my friends see me beside you, I think you have moral character, and if I don't, that means I'm
exactly. Exactly.
So
you niggas.
I'm not gonna go out of my way to fight.
This nigga. What do, bro? Come on, bro. That's L. That's an L.
Whenever you actually plan on playing with like the actual stream, let me know, bro.
That's an L. That's an L response out of context.
That makes no sense. You want me to play Fresh and Fit stream, or you want me to play like that's where they?
Yes, Fresh and yes, bro.
Why don't I play the clip that they're
because all of the clip that you just played, he actually played it back too. He actually played it for context too as well.
He just listened.
So there was no point in even just like skipping and just playing Adam 22's interview. Like he actually played it. Myron actually went back.
This is an L point right now.
I guess.
We just listened to the full context because we wasn't about to get that on Fresh and Fit. Niggas had us thinking he really called him a rapist.
It's fucking one-sided. You're only playing.
It's not one-sided. It's the exact.
Then play
context.
what Myron actually said. Then
no, Myron is taking shit out of context. We watched the exact context that it was in, and if you have any type of logic and wisdom, you know that he's really referring to the lack of integrity.
If you're only listening to Abba's words and you're not listening to Myron's words, how is that not one-sided?
Because we reacted to what Myron said. How can you get mad at something?
You played 30 seconds of what he said, and you skipped right to the interview.
For example.
What?
For example, like if I bump in you and step in your shoe and you take it as an offense and I didn't mean to do it, do that mean we still need to listen to your reaction? Nigga, I didn't mean to do it. Or you just taking it out of context.
Me and the accuser. Let's get into it.
You're just wrong, bro.
I force you to do things when we both know it's consensual, correct? Silence. Simone, was it sex consensual? Simone.
From the beginning that you really just wanted sex, because that's really what it was. And if you had said that, then I wouldn't have had sex. And you know that because I asked you multiple times, what the fuck is it that you really want from me? Like, what am I doing this for? What am I listening to you for? I asked all the right questions. So if you had said that, then none of this shit would have ever happened if you were truthful and said, listen, I just want to fuck.
So hold on. Is that really grape, or is that a scorned woman that's angry because I wasn't upfront? Like, hey, let's just.
You weren't even talking about that.
That's not scorned to me. But
he wasn't even talking about that. So what is he debunking? That ain't had nothing to do with the conversation between him and Adam 22, bro.
But Fran, you actually skipped ahead in what he was saying because he was playing the Adam 22 interview, but you kind of skipped ahead a little bit. So you probably have to like rewind and actually hear what
I just hit their timestamps.
Oh. Like I'm not.
Timestamp is 35. Start.
I'm not defending
Myron are absolutely wrong, bro.
I'm not defending no grown ass man. I'm just saying it's one sided. Like that's all.
It's not one sided, bro. We don't have no stock on either side, bro. Especially D-Fran. Like me either, bro. I'm being honest with you. Like we looking at this from the outside looking in. He was talking about the integrity and how he sees Fresh and how he handled himself in public and how he handled himself with women. If he hang around him, what does that say about what Myron or what Abba think about Fresh and Fit, bro? If you hanging around these type of dudes, that's like, oh, you kind of saying, oh, I'm okay with their behavior. So you endorsing them when you hang with them. So that's what he's saying. That why would I endorse somebody that I don't fuck with? That's like me trying to endorse somebody that's another negative thing in society. Take the word rape out of it.
Like, I just like what Flying Lil said. Myron was just responding to what was said. That was it.
But he was responding. And you don't even know what Flying Low meant by that. Flying Low saying that because you asked why are we just listening to the context of the Adam 22 conversation. That's what he was responding.
And I'm telling you, like in him responding into it, he actually rewinded the clip in the interview and went back to provide further context and showed how much more it is fucking retarded what he's claiming. You're claiming someone's
He didn't claim he was a rapist. He didn't claim he was a rapist.
Okay. All right.
He didn't claim he was a rapist.
About this.
I don't know, bro.
Because flying, I mean, Warren though tripping. That's why.
I guess, Bryce. I guess.
Who cares?
Yeah, these niggas is rich. I don't give a fuck. Flying Homo, what you got planned to celebrate your favorite month? It's your birthday? Or is his birthday?
I think it's Pride Month.
Pride in June? Really?
I don't know when it is.
I would figure Trell would know, right?
Nah, that's Flying Homo. He knows.
But how do you know, though?
He told me.
Ironic. I'm saying you don't need Myron's point of view. He's going to try to sway you on his view on what Myron said. It's not what Myron said. It's what Abba said.
So why you just don't listen to Adam 22 interview?
I don't watch Adam 22 like that.
No, I said, why didn't you just watch the Adam 2 interview?
I mean, if he's reacting to the interview.
But if you wanted an unbiased like opinion, wouldn't it be best to listen to both? And especially listen to the original context.
Isn't that my whole point?
Especially listening to the original context before you listen to somebody else.
Isn't that my entire point? I said it's
no, it don't sound like it.
I just said
it don't sound like it. It don't.
Or are you gonna let Bryce press you like that?
This nigga,
I don't even know what he's talking about anymore. I literally said it's one-sided the entire time. I don't know what he's even talking about anymore.
It's not one-sided. He's just wrong.
I don't even know, bro.
I don't know. I just looked at the shit. Those videos both came out the same day, so I'm curious. When did that drama start?
Probably some happened behind the scenes.
Abba's been making videos about these niggas.
No, I know. I'm saying for Abba to say that, right? We know Adam 22 pre-records this shit. So when did Myron? Like, my point is, if they filmed that video before Myron even got exposed, he couldn't have been talking about him. Is my point. Because the day he went live and said exposing the truth about me not being a rapist was the same day the Abba video with Adam dropped. We know Adam pre-records. So my point was, when did that video even get filmed, and when did he start getting exposed? That's the timeline I'm looking for. Because if he filmed that before that even got exposed, how could he be talking about him?
Look, man,
he already knew.
I don't know, bro, but that's not.
I already knew.
That's not the only thing he addressed on there, bro. There's a plethora of other videos that they had made.
If that's one of the things he addressed, like I said, I don't know, I need to know the timeline exactly. And that one's faulty, then that would just mean probably a lot of the grievances are probably faulty. I think this will happen. For the last bit on this, I think this will happen. They had the John Zerka nigga on there. Everybody's trying to go the reaction channels, just prayer things being attacked. The red pill's trying to, rally around something, so they think Auburn Preacher the big fucking demon they could take down and they'll be all right. So that's why they did this. John Zerka put the battery in their back. Sneeko probably put the battery in their back. Just watch Destiny react to it. Destiny's gonna give you all the truth, man. Destiny says Sneeko's.
Why would I listen to a fucking troll doll?
Why not?
I would say it, but I don't get
you. You listen to Fresh and Fit unbiasedly.
I actually don't watch them.
Actually, biasedly, I should say.
I don't watch them as frequently as you think. So
you was willing to defend the niggas calling them rapists. They ain't even say that. That's a nasty thing to say.
I mean, you're stuck on that one point, but you're not actually.
That's a big point. Saying a nigga called you a rapist is a crazy thing.
Okay. I can say from how it sounded, I'll be even like saying I don't deal with reprehensible people. And then like if you, I can see, like it says, I can see how Myron could be mad. If a nigga say D-Friend is a reprehensible person, that's like I wouldn't hang out with a rapist. Like, all right, nigga, you might not like how I talk or my message, but don't compare. Like, don't like even put me and a rapist in the same category. I can say that, but like I don't know if he actually called him specifically. You are a rapist, but don't put me in a category with a rapist either. That's how I would say.
I understand that. That's not bad, but you gotta understand that's how most people look at Fresh and Fit in the first place. Not as irreparable or whatever that word is, characters. Just because like they look at them as women haters and all the other shit. Now I don't think that's true, but you would think Fresh and Fit kind of used to being looked at like that. So, but I get it. But we've been on this bitch 3 hours.
All right, man. We out.
Y'all niggas got work tomorrow.
Yeah, I do.
Flying low.
Appreciate y'all being here tonight, man. So everybody subscribe, make sure subscribe, subscribe already.
Hey, my credit score went up. Yay.
Okay, so maybe I see. All right. Anyways, hope people don't look at them as R words.
Oh wow.
Not rapists. I'm talking about whatever. I couldn't even say that word. But just they don't look at them as like the most.
Everybody go watch
moral
Abba and
people.
Preach, guys. They're the moral authority in YouTube. Everybody go
I mean, I don't think that, but they're not too far off either, though.
From Fresh and Fit.
Oh yeah, they're way more reasonable to the average society.
Relatable.
No, reasonable as far as the average society.
All right, cool, man. We out.
Shout out to Lil Durk.
See y'all.